And welcome everyone to the Sea Duckling Open number 99. I'm your host, Steelmold, still like the metal, mold like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains a chip when it cools down. And with me, a very special guest, my fellow countryman, it is the legendary Terran that is Caerwyn.
Hello.
How are you
It is
doing?
me.
Yes.
I'm doing great. I am yeah. Doing fantastic.
And also streaming/observing, and maybe co-casting, depending on you. Today is our very own 16th squad Sonseki, otherwise known as Kuro, otherwise known as Group, hero of the Wasteland and savior of esports. It is Group. And, we are going to go right into game. We're starting with 11 versus Darking. Yes. 11, one of our long-running champions, and Darking making his debut appearance in our tournaments. Those who don't know, Darking is the El Padrino, the godfather of Latin American amateur semi-professional tournaments. You know, he organizes a lot of things. I'm not sure which group. You have to remind me which organization is that. Yeah, professional. Yeah, La Spira. Yeah, there we go. That's the one. Because I always forget. There's La Spira and there's El Prisma. I always get confused between the two. All right. Speaking of confusion, we are on 2,000 atmospheres. LE. We're in the northwest east corner of the map, all the way from the land of Mexico. It is our teal Terran. Give it up for El Padrino himself, Darking. I'm not saying the name of that clan. I'm not.
Yeah, you're not doing the clan.
No. In the southwest corner of the map, our red Zerg, the champion of champions, representing Risen from the Ashes, all the way from the US of A. It is 11.
All right. Pretty interesting build choice here from 11, actually going gas pool and delaying his hatchery by quite a bit, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think this could indicate at a early roach roll, and that's why the gas is what I'm putting my eyes on. I don't think it's a normal just pressure the pool, because there's a very, very fast gas here and you have to do something with it. Be it like either very fast speed and a lot of lings or roaches. So he could be going aggressive off of it.
Yeah, it depends on whether he stops mining gas as soon as he can start getting that speed. That'll be a tail. All right, there we go. Got 100 gas.
He does not put it off, and he doesn't go for link speed either. There you are. He's looking at it. Yeah.
It's only a couple of Zerglings coming out, so yeah, it looks like he's going to go quickly into roaches or something. There's the second hatchery is up on time.
He's also selecting a drone, so he's getting prepared, I think. Yep, roaches it is.
Darking comes in and scouts the timing on this.
I think he will see the roach warren as well. Yes.
Yeah, sees the roach warren. So should know what's coming. Does lose the SCV, which is a bit of a shame, but...
He did play no Reaper, 2 Marines, which is pretty nice, because if he makes a bunker, he's gonna have like already 2 Marines in it.
Yeah, there we go. Bunker on the low ground.
Yeah, I do have to say that the spot of the bunker is a bit questionable. Like there's a lot of area to the left of the bunker where it just doesn't cover anything. Ideally, I would put it more central and more closer to the CC. But he did scout very well, so he should be prepared for this.
Yeah. No, normally, a lot of time you see the Terrans just build a command center on the high ground just to avoid the whole debate.
Yeah, I think versus this build, you can consider doing like bunker high ground and then just lift the orbital. Or even not orbital, depends how much time the Zerg gives you. But it's gonna be a very committed attack because he's not making drones behind it. This is not a roach pressure, he's making lings. So
I'm guessing once 11 saw that Darking was scouting it and managed to see the Roachor, and maybe it was like, you know what, let's not go with that.
I think
there's the Ravagers are coming in.
I think this is pretty dicey because he needs all the SCVs in the world to make. Yeah, I really like this to bring SCVs to the low ground. I think this is actually a fantastic choice.
Yeah, well, the tank is sitting up on the high ground. The Zerglings are already mostly dead. There's also a few SCVs, but that's fine.
He doesn't. Yeah, a really good response from Darking Hero. In all honesty. And this is what I talked about, where the bunker location is really the only problem here. Because if that bunker was located better, there would be nothing to pressure him right now.
Well, I guess he has the tank, so it should be.
Yeah, but now it's a target. It will die to the crows as well.
Let's lose the tank though.
Yeah. Still very good hold considering.
Yeah.
And he left
4 SCVs. He lost 4 SCVs at home, so not the worst.
That's really fine. Yeah.
Right, second wave coming in for Dark for 11. Does manage to get us around with the tank.
I think he can save it. Yeah, I think he can save it.
Yes.
Fusion core. Honestly, I know it seems a bit greedy, but I also like the fusion core.
I mean, if you know that your opponent is playing very aggressive early on, it means they're not going to make a lot of queens. They're not going to be putting down spores. In this case, they don't even have a third hatchery, so
yeah, precisely.
You're gonna be really far behind, and just one battlecruiser warped into the other side of the map can end the game.
It's actually a pretty big kill. I don't know if it's worth the Marines. Yeah, actually, he kills the Lings, so not too bad.
We're floating all the way to the sky for some reason.
I think Darking responded really well to what he scouted this game. Very good scouting. Very good response. And 11 didn't try to go for drones after getting damaged. Like, only now he's starting to make them.
Yeah, and he's already quite behind. First battle cruiser is about 1/5 of the way done. How many queens? 11 has 2 queens. No third base. No spores, definitely. It's gonna be a rough one to defend. 11 still has this force out here though. Gonna bile the tank.
The tank survives.
And the hug of life by the Workers' Union saves the tank. Second bunker is up. Gonna save these Marines as well. Very nicely done.
And I think what 11 mostly has been missing here is the third Ravager, because with 3 corrosive vials, tanks can never survive.
Yeah.
But with only 2, and now the PC is out, and I think this PC might actually just end the game.
Yes. Boom. There you go. Straight into the main base, no spore. Even the queen isn't here.
Yeah, I don't think you can do anything about this, really, and he's making another one already.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill the one queen there. There's only one left.
There's no answer. For this battlecruiser, it is unrivaled.
Yes. Look at the army supply right now. It's like, this queen is, that's it, that's the army. That was it. The spore is out.
Actually, I've never seen BCs fighting spores, because whenever there are BCs, there's usually like 17 queens.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know. I would target the drones, but honestly, like, the game is just over, really.
Yeah. Darking was just at home making another command center and more supply depots and getting a second battlecruiser. Yeah. You know, just in case. Oh, he's targeting the gas.
Yeah, that was a bit painful. But honestly, I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't lose the BC. Like, what can 11 do at this point?
Yeah, teleport is off cooldown right now, so
basically when there's a queen, I would wait till a queen attacks me, if I were him. This is a safe choice as well, of course.
Yeah, there's another battlecruiser out already, so, you know, you can just jump it. It's the other one's shift anyway. There it is. Now there are a lot of spores, so it gets a little more dicey, but it does keep the Zerg player from actually mining practically.
Yeah, it also makes them waste drones on making sport rollers. And also, let's not forget that the queen count has been reduced to nothing practically. So 11 can't even inject his hatcheries, which I'm not sure is a bad thing because he doesn't really have the money to make a lot of things.
Yeah. 11 really can't win this game from this point.
No. I think this push is gonna put him out of his misery.
Yeah. He's trying to play it hard, but yeah, there's nothing coming up. There's nothing being produced. Darking is just going to march across the map.
Honestly, just a really, really fantastic response from Darking. Like, the only fault they can find here was the bunker placement, and he made it work as well.
Yeah.
GG
is called. And Darking takes the first game in the series. Elon is like, well, that backfired.
Yeah, pretty good game for his debut appearance, I would say.
Yeah. Yes. Blackburn is going to be our next map. And he's 11's choice. All right.
I like how the lobby brought me from 3000 MS to 218 casually.
Look, a lot of times it tells me that my best connection is to Singapore server. This is not a reliable.
No, it's not reliable at all.
Thing.
Whenever I check, it always tells me that Central and West are same ping for not West, East. Central and East are the same ping always.
I mean, it kind of makes sense that it'll be. I mean, not if it's identical, but it shouldn't be too much of a
identical.
difference.
Literally identical.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. Yeah, Darking wants to calm his nerves a little bit. I guess it was got a little excited there.
Yeah, I find it honestly very relatable. When I play tournaments, I get very, very shaky actually. Like actual shaky hands and everything. So
that's called an adrenaline rush.
Yeah,
that's what it does.
Let's do biology lessons on cast until.
Group is telling us that Darking is an old man. He's an old man, just like me.
Just like me.
As I called him El Padrino.
I'm also ancient.
When you say ancient, how old are you?
Beyond count.
Well, I'm going to be 38 this year, so you know.
I might be somewhat younger, maybe.
A tad bit.
Just a tiny bit. Yeah, just casually. Okay, so game 2, Blackburn. As far as cheese goes, on the one hand, the rush distance is very short between the two naturals. On the other hand, this is a map where there's a ramp into the natural, which of course favors the defender because he has high ground vision. That's
Welcome everyone to Blackburn LE, the map that is always on fire for some damn reason. I like to call it Angry Panda Bear because that's what the map looks like. Maybe, maybe he's angry because he's on fire. In the southwest corner of the map, up 1-by-1 in this best of 3 series, it is our TL Terran from Mexico, El Padrino himself, Darking.
What team does he play for?
Oh. I like the logo though. It's a very cute horse. In the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the US of A, representing Risen from the Ashes, it is our Red Zerg and SDO champion 11.
Whenever I hear you do introduction, I'm so used to listening to the stream because I haven't casted in so long. Yeah. Whenever you introduce it, actually physically annoys me that I don't hear the trumpets after you finish introducing.
Yeah, you have to learn the timing of it as well.
It's just like I can hear it in my head, but I can't actually hear it. You know, it's very strange.
Yes. it's like a Pavlovian response. You hear it so much, and it's such a ritual timing thing that like it's missing if you don't have it. But see, here's the thing: I so rarely actually hear it because I only hear it when I'm watching a stream, and I'm usually casting. So,
like I'm actually like fighting my instinct to not just make that sound myself.
You can for us and everyone else.
I think for you and everyone else, I will spare you what that.
I sometimes actually do. I sometimes mumble it myself, like. Yeah, I sometimes mumble it as well.
Okay. Yeah, so we see a bit more standard way of playing TVZ Reaper Marine. eBay block, which is quite the interesting choice. Of course, this completely shuts down the third base on this location.
Yeah.
Actually, the Zerglings can't attack the eBay because the Reaper will kill the Zerglings.
Yeah, and that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
Oh, and he even manages to finish the extractor, so the drone is even lost for now.
Walks right into the queen though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if I were him, the moment I see the gas finishes, I would just cancel the eBay. He can let it, of course, live longer, as long as you don't actually cancel it. It's fine. Before it dies, and yeah, I think all in all this was pretty nice, but
yeah,
losing the Reaper is a bit painful because you lose any potential of scouting.
Oh, that's not. Is that position? Well, or my
hatch? I think it's correct.
I think it's like a tile to the left, maybe. No. Maybe I get confused because there's no marking on the ground to judge it by.
I believe that it is correct, but don't.
It's a
ban
bit
me if I'm wrong.
It's kind of difficult to know when you have these tiles. It gets confusing because usually you have like some kind of marker on the spot, on the ideal spot. Anyway, Darking going with some Hellions, so going to be
relatively
able to
fast
harass a little bit
as well
across the map. Not going for a medivac, so it's not going to be a Hellion drop.
Yeah, and we just see a safety bailing nest from 11, a round of Zerglings to deal with the Hellions.
This is a fake out. This is a fake cloak.
It could also be a real one. It could also, of course, not be.
I see 11.
Oh, he gets a creep tumor. So he's actually making 4 spore crawlers, which is quite a bit.
Yeah, I think there's a banshee coming. Yeah,
but like think about it. Even if it's a banshee, like 4 spore crawlers means more than 1 per mineral line.
Yeah.
We do see a fusion crow now though, so we might spore crawlers might pay up after all.
That's a weird fusion core. I don't think I've ever seen that skin.
Oh yeah, so this is bugged since release, where it just looks complete while building. They have not patched that since the skin release. Yeah.
Is the bug in StarCraft since the last release? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That can't happen.
Not in my video game. Did you hear the story of my latest YouTube video? Not too shameless plug, of course. I tried opening. I was preparing to analyze a replay, and it's like old patch, but it's like the newest like old patch, if you know what I mean. Like it's from March, the replay.
Mm-hmm.
I tried opening it, and SC2 actually got stuck and crashed after. Like it just it told me SC2 switcher is not responding. I'm like, what?
Oh.
And I tried
hiding the Zerglings behind. I'm gonna go for a wraparound. Sorry to interrupt your story.
Oh, of course.
Oof. Very nicely done.
Very good surround.
Catch these Hellions.
Yeah, very big pickup from 11. Massive here, in fact.
Yeah,
I do think Darking could have used how the Zerglings were choked a bit to his advantage. I think there's a universe where he actually wins that fight. But obviously, if you're not prepared, then it's hard to like respond on the spot. So, all in all, very good pickup from 11.
Also, I think it is a misplaced hatchery.
No,
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
Maybe I'm confused. It's so difficult. Now it's even more difficult to judge because it's all creep. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't see the grid, it's very difficult.
Yeah, so anyway, it got stuck and I tried it with the same replay 3 times more and it never opened. Yeah, that was something. I've never had that as well in StarCraft before.
Welcome to life.
Yeah.
Every time we try to do tournaments by replay, you know, team tournaments and stuff like that, every time there was a patch, it was a nightmare.
Of course. They would always patch after like big tournaments as well. Just for shits and giggles, you know.
Yeah.
I do like the Viking though. It's getting quite a bit of damage. It says 4 Overlord kills already.
Yeah, it's working on the 5th now.
Yeah, a very, very big Viking. BC survives as well, which is pretty nice. And I do believe we are seeing mech this game rather than bio.
Yeah, Blue Flame is on the way. Now, the thing is, 11 is getting away with a very greedy economy. A 4th base is on the way. I mean, on the way to being saturated. And there's a gold base as well.
The gold base is pretty massive. If he has Yamato, he might be able to win this fight with both of them. But the problem is one of the BCs has a lot of damage on it already, so it will be hard.
Yeah,
I like this choice. He's not going for the queen. He just picked up a few of the free drones. Very nice.
Yeah, but 11 is still way ahead in worker count.
Yeah, no, he's fine. He's fine.
Getting the Hydralisks. Yeah, the Hydralisks are out. Nice. The battle cruiser is going to have a lot harder of a time running around here. How many overlords died this game? 6.
6,
I think. A lot.
Yeah. I do have to say, if he goes up to 3 battle cruisers or even higher, usually like when you play mech, the default number is 3, and in some cases you go above. Those cases are usually the ones where there are no corruptors, and 11 is playing Hydras. And the thing with Hydras is that if you get like a high BC count, Hydras are not that strong versus the BCs, because remember they're backed by Blue Flame Hellions and tanks.
I mean, but you also have some queens, and there's a Spire on the way, so there is something.
No, of course. It's not like the Hydras are worthless.
I think the difficulty for 11 is going to be dealing with the ground army.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be able that can reach the tanks. Hydralisks are very bad at clumping up in front of tanks. They suffer badly from the AoE effect. There are a few Zerglings, but it's also going to be about positioning. If 11 can catch Darking unawares and get us around, that would be great, but it's going to be difficult against mech.
We do see Lurker style, but you need 5. I would really like here, by the way, just camp the behind of the base with the Hellions, because these Zerglings are not doing anything. Like they are not killing this.
Going into the middle line.
No.
Hesitating, getting caught between the roaches, the Zerglings and the queens. And this is not doing the damage it's supposed to be doing.
I feel like the Hellions could have actually just killed all the rings. So it is a bit unfortunate, of course.
More Hellions died this game than drones. In fact, 2 Hellions for each drone killed. That is not a good trade.
No. Ooh, this teleport is not gonna be good for Darking. That is 2 free BCs.
Oh no.
And that's why you always scan before you do a big teleport.
Normally, especially on this map, I would say sneak in.
Yeah, this map has pretty cool. I think this might actually just be the end of the game.
Yeah, this is
losing the BCs into losing the army. Yeah, that's
GG's gone.
11 brings it back.
Yep. It's going to be a sideways 1-1, otherwise known as an ace match. All right, so it's Darking's map choice. Let's make sure we hydrate our Hydras. And Beckett Industries is going to be the next map. Ooh, look at that.
What a choice. What a choice.
Yeah, we have all 3 new maps played this series. None of the old stuff for me.
Beckett is hard for Terran. A lot of people think it's a insanely good Terran map. But versus Zerg, I think you just can't hold all-ins, actually. Like the big all-ins. Because the rush distance is too short.
Yes.
So very brave choice to play on Beckett in ZVT.
Maybe Darking is like expecting that, though.
Maybe.
Because 11 did,
I will say, though,
kind of, not exactly cheese, but was aggressive in the first game.
Yeah. But I will say that like some of the pushes here hit so fast that actually even if you're like well aware, it is still hard to defend them from the Terran point of view. Like the rush distance on this map is actually shorter by 4 seconds than like submarine. That's something.
All right. Welcome everyone to Beckett Industries. Beckett Industries, we provide services for the entire Coprulu sector, doing stuff. Stop asking questions. In the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Mexico, El Padrino himself, our Teal Terran, currently sideways 1-1 in the best of 3 series, Darking. And in the northeast corner of the map, the SDO champion, our Red Zerg, representing Risen from the Ashes. Also currently sideways 1-1 in this series, it is 11. Okay, and for hatch
So we
first.
see another hatch first game. We of course will see where it goes from here, but so far a very disciplined game. Nothing out of the ordinary.
All right. I'm going to go out on the limb and say that Darking is going to be the aggressive one.
You think? But how would you be aggressive with Terran? Do you think it's going to be like a Hellbet build?
No, I'm saying it's like a 3-rack, something like completely baboonish.
3 racks? That's already too late for 3 racks, Reaper. Also, he's going Marine first again, just like game 1.
Never mind. I wanted to spice up our life with some predictions. But let me have my fantasies.
I'll predict you this. It's gonna be another bio game. This game.
Yep.
Oh, 3rd Marine actually. 3rd Marine. SCV scouts and sees it's normal.
He's going to just have it in case of shit, so he can fill up a bunker. Just in case 11 is going to go a little more aggressive because Darking. Okay, does have the SCV on the other side of the map now, so we can see the timings and everything.
He also saw 11 pull off gas, so he knows pretty much everything there is to know this game. As he's completely safe from any of the early all-ins. Of course, there's always the 345 Ravager Link 3 gas all-in, but that remains to be seen later. But these Marines are actually pretty exposed. There are only 2 links, so they won't die, but it is a bit risky to have just Marines like that out in the open.
I'm guessing it was to chase the Overlord before it gets into position, but...
it was already in position there. Remember the rush distance on this map.
Oh, right.
And see what I mean? Now it's 4 links, and the Marines actually are in very big trouble.
Yep. Well, they did now.
Yeah, the problem with Marines is that they have no staying power versus really anything. And now because they die, the Overlord is just chilling in the main base.
Yeah. Darking gonna float that orbital, I'm assuming, to save it from the links, or wait until the Hellions are finished. There we go. The Hellions are coming out. Boom, boom. Now we can go back to business as usual. In the meantime, 11 has been just trolling up hard.
Yeah, he actually forgot Zergling speed.
Yeah, starting it only now.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
The Bailing Nest is on the way.
I think we're gonna see Stim. There we are. Damn, I timed that well. Yeah.
It'll be a classic DVZ.
Another bio game.
Yeah. Bio versus Lingbane.
Aliens. Ooh. And you were partially right in your prediction. We see a 3-1-1 before the 3rd CC.
That
So
is not a
darking-
3-1-1. That is a 1-1-1 plus 2. Which
I
is
must admit my
not
resignation after this cast.
it's actually not part of the equation, because once you build the starport, the equation ends.
Thank you. I'll.
It's just a 1-1-1. That's it.
Did you see that the starport is missing an add-on? It could have built a reactor for the second barracks in the meantime. I think the factory. But basically, we're missing an add-on here.
Yeah.
It remains to be seen what Darking wants to do, but.
Yeah, now we're missing 2 items. Oh, I was waiting to put it on the reactor.
I would put the barracks there because he might have medivacs, but he's not going to have too many marines to fill those. And then if you're 2-base all-inning, which is kind of what he is, I would go tanks as well. As you can see, he's kind of struggling to use his money.
Yeah. And it's especially going to be useful because 11 is going with Bailings and roaches, so you're going to need something heavier than just marines.
Yeah, there's also a very big worker gap between them.
Yeah, 11 has been playing greedy. Darking was not able to do any kind of damage. His Hellions
just met an
were
unfortunate
too little,
end.
too late.
Yeah, and as you can see, like I said, the medivacs are very early, but they're because the barracks was not on a reactor, you couldn't even fill them.
All right.
Now it will get to the main unspotted, I believe.
There
which is nice.
4 and the queen here, so can't just hang about there. But it is like a medivac and a half of marines, which is quite a bit.
Yeah, the queens alone are not gonna deal with that.
I mean, you might bring more queens now just to kill that Viking.
He brings the roaches.
Yeah, no, only just now brings up the entire army, so wasn't suspecting a drop here. A lot of Zerglings die almost immediately.
Don't think there are enough
the roaches
to break this.
The roaches are beefy enough. Yeah. All in all, 11 loses a queen and a couple of roaches. Actually, no, I didn't lose the queen. I thought it was a queen. No,
he lost the overlord, not the queen.
Yeah. It was an overlord, there's some Zerglings and a couple of roaches. So not bad at all.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Darking kind of went very fast barracks and didn't really achieve anything with them. So now he's actually half the work account, which is definitely not where you want to be in this situation.
Yeah. And there aren't any tanks, so this is just pure marines. Now just adding some marauders, which are going to be helpful against the roaches, but
like honestly, I would kind of say that there might be hope with this push if he had like 2 tanks with it, but when it's just marines, I don't think they can break the roaches.
11 did get bending speed, so
he already has it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But only 4 Zerglings are being made right now, so I don't know if that's going to be enough.
It's gonna come down to the micro, but his army supply is looking healthy enough. So if the micro, I think this is an approach.
Yeah, the stress ball bendings get some marines. Oh, nice splashes. Couple of medivacs are still full, so I'm gonna try and give 11 the runaround here. Yeah, I know, they're dropping where the roaches are.
Does it get the queens? Okay, he did pick up the queens at the end.
No worker kills here, I believe. Only 1 drone died this game. So 11 is up to 75 drones now, almost 80. And he's got 4 bases, he's got a macro hatchery at home, got some spine crawlers. It's yeah, 11 is in a really great spot right now. Darking getting more barracks, eh? It's gonna be up to 6 barracks, eh? Barracks I, barracks A, barracks is the plural of barracks, barracks Obamas. Yeah, that's great production, but Duckling is only now establishing a 3rd, still on 39 workers. That's even less than Yaku makes. 11 is getting a Hydralisk Den and an Infestation Pit.
I think 11 is going to be playing lurkers this game again. And honestly, I don't really see what Darking is gonna do about that, because he hasn't even been making tanks like most of the game. Yeah, and here's the lurker then.
I don't think 11 even needs the lurkers. He can basically overwhelm Darking with what he has right now. If he gets a surrounded tank, not enough room on the medevacs to pick that up. So one of the tanks goes down, but this is a multi-prong. There are spines and the Hydralisks here to defend, though. So far, only one drone died this game, just to remind you. So definitely not doing damage to the economy of 11. Who's about to be maxed out, already has a huge bank. Oh boy.
There's a marine in the main base of the Zerg. I just realized. It's just chilling.
I'm a changeling, it's fine. Don't worry about me.
But somehow it didn't get aggroed to the spore, even though it looks like there's no range between them. It's just looking there.
Maybe it's in hold command or something.
Yeah. There are lurkers on the way now, though, so I think Darking's days in this game are numbered.
Yeah.
If it even gets to the lurkers, actually.
Yeah, the Link Bin Hydra should be enough, especially with some roaches to beef up the army. GG is gold. And 11 showing us why he's the champion. Yeah, I forgot how many championships does 11 have? It's 2 or 3, I believe, something like that. 2. Okay. It is 2. And both of them were against Terran, so, you know. Darking is like, not easy to win with this handicap. What do you mean? It's not easy to win with all these excuses running around in my head. Alright, so 11 going up to face Orco in the second round.
I can't open challenge today, so you're gonna have to keep me updated on the bracket.
Yeah.
And the viewers as well, of course.
Why did 11 jump away? Hold on. Get 11 back. Let's get Orco. Where's Orco? I don't see Orco here. Unless their name is different and I'm forgetting again. It's just all possible. Hold on. I'll check the list. Oh, I can't check the list because the search function isn't working for some reason on the team spreadsheets.
I believe Orco is tagged once. Or no, wait, is he? No? No.
Okay, yeah, tagged once.
Someone else? Or is it? Is it?
Is it?
Is it? No. He just said, hi, I'm here, so I was wondering, because he just asked us Orco.
I think maybe Chosen One is the...
concern. No, wait, tagged once is tagged once.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not tagged once.
No, tagged once has been tagged.
He said, I'm here. I'm so confused.
Maybe it's a different conversation.
Maybe.
Hold on.
No, Chosen One is also Chosen One, so it's not them either.
Yeah, no, Orco is supposed to be Orco. Okay, 11 says he tagged them in Discord. As for on the bracket, as an update, NihonGo wins 2-0 versus Yakuzaku in a TVT for the ages. NihonGo is the arch rival of 11. They've been fighting quite closely on the finals of SDO this year. So I won't be surprised if we meet these two at the end. Although current reigning champion Baillie is going up against Blade in the second round and might take out NihonGo early on. We'll have to see about that. Right, so both players are here, right? What is our pocket? Romanticide is our next map. We are US East. Right? Okay, as Orco is from Deutschland.
Oh, exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Much more geographically close to us.
Yeah, it's going to be a PVZ.
Okay. Not my strong suit. Although I did play Protoss recently.
Right, both players are ready. Let's get to it. Orco living in Malaysia? Could be. Hold on, let's double check.
It's a bit of a jump from the Deutschland.
Yes. Yeah, because I think he had one player. Ah, okay. We're saying next maybe West. Okay. This is you know what? I'll remake.
What a okay. Server?
Ah, no. I forgot it's not a Romanticide. Mode. And we'll do West. There we go.
Let's go.
Because both of them, like, you doing it on East is just not good for either of them, so there's no point in that. It just takes a couple of seconds to remake, so it's fine. Because we are all in party, see? It's good. Okay, there we go. Both players are ready. Let's get right onto it. Boop, boop, beep, beep. What was I want to say? Yeah, so we do have a lower bracket today. So if a player is taken out of the upper bracket, they're not done yet. So Dark King is now facing Yakuzaku in the lower bracket. Chosen One is facing Tagged Ones in a battle of the ones. The winner of which will go up against 11 for the battle of more ones. Because that's a theme, I guess.
Or Orco, of course.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Romanticide LE, where love goes to die. We're in the southeast corner of the map, representing platinum heroes and the land of Deutschland and Malaysia. It is our blue Protoss, Orco. And in the northwest corner of the map, the 2 times SDO champion, representing Risen Vengeance, our Red Zerg is in fact 11.
Alright, so pretty standard so far. There was a gas streak at the beginning, which is
it happens. It's typical.
I don't think I don't think it's peak efficiency, but it's not unseen as well. So nothing too out of the ordinary. So
yes. I wanted to check on last week's tournament. 11 did not participate, I think.
I believe he didn't.
Yeah, no, but the week before that, I think 11 was taken out early on by Oh no, he's actually taken out by NihonGo.
What did you say their rivals?
What's 11's history with PVZ?
A very interesting choice here from Orco. He opted to go for a Cybercore before the Nexus, despite there being a hatch first.
I mean, 11 is going to be somewhat aggressive. 10s are.
Oh, he's league flooding. He is league flooding. But I'm kind of curious what tipped Orco off, because the hatchery timing was normal. I wonder if that's just what he does and it's gonna play into his favor. I mean, he's not making gateway units.
Did you see Did you see maybe 11 pulling drones off of gas after getting
I don't
speed?
think he saw all 3 of them go out, and it's normal to pull 2. This is actually very bad. He's so greedy, actually. He might have played core first, but this is extreme greed. Twilight Council, which is not a Stargate or a Robo, before even the gateway unit. And the Lings are gonna arrive, and there's gonna be nothing here.
Yeah, the wall is not a wall.
Like, he just blocks. If he blocks the Adept from gapping the... Oh, that's pretty good
around
for
the
11. Not for 11 for Orco, but I think the Adept still goes down.
Yeah, there's no shield battery to help it up.
No.
Stay up.
Like, that Cybercore is dead even if he walls off in time. So that's gonna be a very
Final is going to go down. GG,
11.
well played.
Okay, well, that was straightforward.
Yes.
I think really it comes down to Orco played very greedy. No, not a single gateway unit, and he didn't scout the flood incoming as well.
Well, he got an Adept. It's a gateway unit.
Yeah, but he got the deck before the Adept even.
Yeah.
Before the first gateway unit. So. And then also, of course, Twilight Council is like the worst tech to have in this case.
But also, like you said, it kind of looked like the Zerg is playing.
Yeah, no, of course,
nice
it's not
standard.
easy to scout this. He just, it's a good build order choice from 11. Pulls it off well. And it sets him with a fast 1-0 lead.
All right, let's see what the next map is going to be. It's Orco's choice. In the meantime, in the lower bracket, Tagged Ones is beaten Chosen Ones. Chosen Ones.
That was fast, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder what happened there.
Okay, maybe the same thing that happened here.
Maybe. What matchup is that? Tagged Ones is Zerg.
I don't remember. Ooh, Yakuzaku taking out Darking.
Also, what are these games? How did they all end so fast?
I mean, I think they started a little earlier than the time I
but not by too much. Okay.
I mean, look, it's best of ones in the lower bracket,
True. But still, it means all games are like roughly 5 minutes at most by this count. Because ours was definitely less than 5 minutes.
Yes. Well, it's a lower bracket. Darking is like, I'll go to bed now. Yeah, admittedly, it is very early for Darking. I don't remember if I think he's from northern Mexico, I think. Not sure if he's on the east coast or the west coast. Look, so what's the time it is for him, but like
the southern coast,
like early morning. All right. We are. I think Mexico is central. Yeah, but there are different time zones in Mexico. It's a pretty big country, east to west. I think it's got like a 2, maybe even 3 time zones? ? Anyway, we are on Lightshade LE. Lightshade, of course, the lightest map in the map pool, except it isn't. It's just gray. We're in the northwest corner of the map, all the way from Deutschland. Representing Platinum Heroes are Blue Protoss is Orco. And in the southeast corner of the map, up 1 in this best of 3 series, representing Risen from the Ashes, our red Zerg is in fact 11.
How does your voice survive doing that?
I practice doing it so that it doesn't, like, you don't do it with the vocal cords.
Okay.
You do it with the, like, the folds in your, what's it called? The windpipe?
Sorry to cut the biology lesson number 2, but very interesting build choice here from Orco, opting to go for a double gate.
Yeah, it's more of a PvP build.
Yeah, this has not been popular in PvC since Legacy of the Void release, I think. This was a thing like with the depths at like the first month or a few months. Then like everyone realized it's not hard to stop and it's not economic, so it just kind of vanished.
Maybe Orko is like expecting another Zergling rush?
Yeah, if I'm looking at the Protoss without knowing what happened this game, I would assume he actually just scouted a 12 pool. That's what it looks like. But he also took a very fast second gas. Very fast, which delays his Nexus by even more.
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be the vengeance of the Protoss and just go DTs.
Yeah, but
it's just like we have some tricks up our sleeves as well.
It can always just be like a spore crawler. I think it might be glaives or charge or something. Even when Zealot and not Adepts. So I don't know. I don't feel the DTs, but I might be wrong. Actually, he's saving enough money for a Dark Shrine, so...
Yeah, I'm saying because of the gas...
Yeah. You know, no, I can see it. I can see it. I still wouldn't like it, because there's free reign for the Overlord.
Yeah.
Did he cancelled the Twilight Council?
Ah. Yeah, and went for a second Nexus instead.
Yeah, I honestly, not a fan, because now he just killed his economy. Pretty much for no reason, and he's still making a Twilight Council as well. So
he's making it after the Overlord is passed, so
yeah, but the Overlord can always come back, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know, very low eco build from Orco.
And it's also weird because if you look at the vision of 11, like. Yeah, you already saw. It's not like it's not like 11 saw Orko cancel the Twilight Council.
Yeah, he didn't see anything, and now he sees a Twilight Council. And
yeah, it's like
yeah,
like fine.
I think it's gonna be glaives if I had to make a guess. I don't really think any other upgrade would fit really. And I don't think he can build DTs because it will be spotted instantly.
Yeah, if it was a, ninja location, maybe.
Yeah, but I have to say, 11 did a pretty good job of like scouting everything.
Yeah, like I said before, 11 is kind of 11 is a pretty well-rounded Zerg.
I have to say, well, oh, okay.
Huh?
Oh, okay, he cancelled it. Orco was gonna make a Stargate. He's still making it. Very strange build.
Yeah, it's going to be charge and Stargate.
I don't know.
I don't think Orco knows either. Maybe Orco is just, you know what? I'm going the Southeast Asian way. I'm just going to just make stuff and hope for the best.
Just
confuse my enemy.
Yeah, another big problem from him though is that he's already have quite a bit of gas. He's taking 2 more gases, but he's planning on doing a charge attack.
I mean, you're going to get a Stargate, so I'm assuming, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
You gotta have the gas for that.
True, but then why are you going charge first? Also, the attack upgrade is also not the greatest. I think if you're doing charge lots, like only charge lots early on, then armor is actually the better upgrade to make.
I'm guessing the charge lots are just going to be like a backstab. Orco is going to try and distract 11 with the Void Rays. And then try some kind of run-in with the charge lots. So there's no Warp Prism though, so...
Yeah, but there's no threat here, and 11 kind of realizes this as well. You know, he says, hold up, there's a 4th hatchery. 10 drones up. He can probably drone even harder. We see 9 drones finishing.
11 is getting 3 more gases, so I'm assuming there's going to be some transition here.
Yeah, and there's nothing pressuring him as well. But there's also not economy.
Yeah, it's getting a macro hatch and a 4th base.
Like, if I would have to say, the only thing that's go... Oh, and this proxy pylon is actually instantly spotted. Instantly. I would say the only thing going for Orco is that the Void Rays are not seen. But there are only 2 of them.
Yeah. There's very little anti-air for 11 right now. Only the queens.
Only queen. He's also low on... It's actually not too low. But like that's just not enough army for the Protoss here.
Yeah, and the charge loads here all on their own, just a couple of stalkers to back them up, is not going to be enough.
Somehow gets 2 Ravagers, actually. Which is very surprising. I think all Zealots should have died with minimal.
But that was the entire army of the Protoss right now. And even the Void Rays are now exposed.
It was definitely not a good trade. But even killing the Ravagers is surprising.
It's probe doing it. There was a probe running around there.
He wanted to proxy the pylon. He still is. Okay. I don't know. This attack is over.
I mean, when you don't have a Void Ray, not Void Ray, a Warp Prism.
Ooh. He also activates Prismatic Alignment versus Queens, which is actually bad. Very, very bad. Because it means that the Void Ray is just, as you can see here, it took like 4 extra shots because he had Prismatic Alignment. Because it makes it slower. But the bonus damage is only to armor. And Queens, despite having 1 natural armor, are not an armored unit. So there's no bonus damage applying to them. So he just fungled his own Void Rays for fun, basically.
Yeah, the Queens have a thick butt. It's not a hard butt.
And now he's just in trouble. He's half the workers of his opponent.
Yes, group. Zoom in on the Queen's butts. Caerwyn is objectifying my butt. Caerwyn, we have to cancel this caster.
Skill was cancelled ever since.
Well, sorry, we don't castle people on this clan. We fire them. That's how we do it. Kuro just fires you if you misbehave.
Okay. And I'm not fired yet. Damn, that's sick.
You're an intern. You're not hired. You're like.
Wait, you're saying I'm not getting paid?
No one is getting paid. It's fine. Alright, also coming in again with the charge mods and the Void Rays. There are some sentries as well. It's going to be a nice addition, but
that was also
so
another mistimed prismatic alignment because he was target firing Ravagers, which again are not armored units. And then the Bile hit the Void Rays because they were slow.
Yeah. Time to focus that 5th base, I believe that is.
Sentries. A lot of sentries going down. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know what army Orco is gonna make that's gonna beat the Zerg army. Look at the supply. 120.
Yeah, 11 is maxed. 11 is maxed out.
There's just nothing from Orco.
Orco is getting Storm, but I don't think even that is going to be enough of an equalizer.
Even if it finishes in time, which if 11 moves out right now, it won't. They're gonna be Lurkers now. And he definitely is not capable of dealing with those.
By the way, 0 drones died this game.
Yeah, like he just didn't apply pressure early on. And then when he finally did, it was just too little, too late.
These Void Rays, they're gonna get caught out with it. Hydralisks.
No, it's not fast enough. Void Rays are very fast, actually. It's very hard to lose them. Especially with the recall. If you pay attention to the Void Rays, it's actually pretty hard.
No, they're gonna get surrounded here.
2.
These Hydralisks are well hydrated.
You should recall now. Oh, he's gonna still lose them. 11?
Actually, the Hydralisks have no range.
No, they could have. They could have killed. They could have killed like a Void Ray.
If they had range, they could have killed everything.
3 Swarm Hosts, the classic misclick. 4 Lurkers, definitely not a misclick. But yeah, but if you compare the army, like you could take your hand off the keyboard pretty much, and you would still win the fight.
Yeah. Orco just doesn't have the numbers.
Yeah.
Regardless of any composition or tricks up your sleeve. Even Storm isn't really available for Orco. The High Templars just didn't have enough energy.
There's also another prismatic alignment that is fighting Hydras. They did kill a lurker thanks to it, but it's just not enough.
GG's gold. And 11 is going to advance and will face Acheron in the third round. Orco is going to go to the lower bracket and face tagged ones. 11 is actually saying it likes the tricky Stargate opening thingy. Because he wasn't really paying attention to that. He was thinking it was going to be gateway deck, I'm assuming. Okay, Acheron. I don't see Acheron in chat. Elsewhere on the bracket, Baillie versus Blade is still going on. NihonGo waiting for them in the next round.
Any losers bracket updates?
No.
Interesting.
The lower bracket is just waiting for every.
Are they all waiting for me? Okay.
So I don't like lower brackets, like double elimination, because everyone is just sitting around waiting all the time.
Yeah. What?
I think 11 just tried to get to say that Acheron isn't coming or something. Yeah, it's a good response.
Thank you.
Caerwyn. I don't know what that was about. Sorry. I still my back is still cramped for those who are keeping in touch with my my health. So when I laugh, sometimes if I laugh a certain way, like I get like a sharp pain in my back. So that's my life. How's your day been? Okay, so it's just going to have to wait for Acheron or Baillie versus Blade to finish. There's Acheron.
Yep.
There we go. Acheron is like, I'm here. 11 is like, go away. 11 is saying Acheron is ahead 5-3 against 11. So yeah, 11 definitely does not wish to encounter Acheron here.
What race is Acheron, in fact? Protoss?
I have no idea.
We're gonna find out very shortly. It is Protoss. So we are gonna see another ZVP.
And it is okay. Okay, so US Central looks to be like a thing. One is US West, one is US East. It's a simple compromise. What's the map? I forgot the map. Oxide.
Oxide.
So we are already getting like really ahead in the map bingo today. We had Romanticide, we had Oxide, we had all the 3 new maps. Yaganatha is going to be in the final. Oh, yeah, like
being chosen really helps the map bingo.
We actually, yeah, we're going to have map bingo today because Yaganatha is the first map in the finals, and that's the only one we're missing.
Which map?
Yaganatha.
Yaganata. Okay.
Yaganata! You have to throw your hands up in the air. Ooh, Lord Lokin! Please, Papi! Save us! 11 tier 1 subs gifted to the community here. Welcome, everyone. Make sure you check our Discords. And, you get access now to our subscribers only Discord. And you get our emotes. Spam those ducklings in chat. Let's see, both our players are prepared. These two are just bantering between each other. We'll check on everything and we'll go. So it is another PVC.
I have a feeling like it's gonna be very different from the one we saw this now.
And it seems these two players already have a history between them.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be quite as one-sided as well. And especially, I believe we're gonna see some more, like a more well-chosen build from Acheron. But that remains to be seen, of course.
I don't know. I think this is Acheron's first appearance in our tournaments.
Is it?
Correct me if I'm wrong, group.
It's exciting.
So we have no idea what the playstyle here is. Anyway, we are on Oxide, where we are oxidized. We are breathing. So let us calmly introduce the players. In the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the USA, are Purple Zerg, 2 times SDO champion, representing Risen from the Ashes. Sorry about that. It is 11. And in the northeast corner of the map, also from the US of A, are Teal Protoss making their debut in our tournaments. It is Acheron. Are you going to 12 pull me? I don't do that. He says, as he 12 pulls.
Well, it was not a 12 pull, but we do see a gas into pull from 11. Which, much like the Zerg versus Darren he played in, the very fast gas could indicate at roaches. This could be the 1 base saturation roach link flood. This can also just be a link flood or a macro, but I do believe he's planning to all in. And I used to play this build with Zerg a while ago, but in all honesty, adepts are too good at scouting those. And shield batteries are just fantastic, and then everyone plays Stargate in this meta as well. So all in all, I'm not a fan of it.
Depends on what Acheron will go for, though.
Yeah, of course. It is roaches, as I suspected. I do believe they're going to... He's actually missing drones for the Solin. Even like the proper committed 1 base Solin does have more drones than this.
Well, he's making 1 more.
Yeah, but it should be 19 total, if I recall correctly. At any rate, though, we're going to see roaches, probably 1 Ravager, and then the rest is going to be in Zerglings.
Acheron has a probot on the map trying to see what's what, making sure to count the bases and see the timings on the hatcheries.
He does open Twilight as well, which is not good for him. That is not going to help him in the defense. And he might think it's macro when he sees the hatchery. I think the Zerglings can deny it from seeing the Roach Warren. Yes, they can. So actually very, very hard game for Acheron. It will be.
I mean, what clues can he actually get from what he did see?
Really,
the
lack of the 3rd base.
Lack of 3rd base. Also, the saturation on the natural that doesn't exist.
Also,
that could be a clue.
Yeah, but there are no batteries.
Yeah, Acheron getting no shield batteries, getting a couple of gateways.
Nah, they won't finish in time. The thing about the roaches is that they're gonna break the wall, and when the wall gets broken, how are you gonna beat the minions? Like the gateways won't finish on time, Glaives is definitely not finished on time. In all honesty, I wouldn't like reveal the Zerglings now. I would wait for the Ravagers. He did actually make 3 of them. Usually you make more Roaches and less Ravagers. So you'd have 1 Ravager, but you'd have like 5 more.
He's going for Workgate? No, he's going for the pylons instead. Workgate is going to finish at least, so there's that for working for Acheron. But the Biles are going to take these pylons down. No Immortal for you.
Yeah, and that's just realistically nothing to fight this.
Yes. This is very well done by 11 here, and Acheron just did not suspect it, despite joking about it.
He's actually gonna let the Immortal finish if he doesn't kill the... Yeah, so yeah. In all honesty, he doesn't even have to go for the pylons. He could have actually just clicked on the robo itself. Both ways.
But if you get the pylons, you also supply block, so you can get anything else. I mean, in this case, it's very important because there is more production up on the high ground.
Yeah, but there are too many limits. You would have to warp in 60 Ts to save this.
All right, GG's called. And 11 takes game number 1. After whining about not wanting to face Acheron. Seems pretty good so far. And it was like, that was a new one for you. All right. Let's see what the next map is going to be. Oh. Was that the map? 2K at ATM? Is that what Acheron is like? 2,000 atmospheres?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like 2K at the moment. I thought it was like, wait, is that your MMR? I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's okay.
Look, I'm old. I don't understand all these acronyms.
I actually never seen that.
Where are we missing?
Do you have any... Oh wait, no, I already asked this. They're waiting for the series. Any bracket updates?
Hold up. I just want to set up the lobby so you can get into game. Elsewhere on the bracket. Nope. It's just the only 2 series going on right now. Well, the 3 series is 11 versus Acheron.
Blade would have
Baillie versus Blade, and tagged 1 versus Orco in the lower bracket.
Okay.
And Yako is just waiting for
Salvation.
For salvation for either Baillie or Blade.
Interesting. So he's playing a Protoss. Very interesting.
Okay, everyone. Welcome once more to 2,000 atmospheres. We're in the lower bracket of the... No, sorry, love the bracket. It's...
The other
bottom
side.
left. The bottom left. I don't know why I went with lower bracket. I just said lower instead of bottom, and just the word bracket just tagged itself at the end of that. In the bottom left-hand corner of the map, it is our purple Zerg 11. And in the top right-hand corner of the map, our teal Protoss, it is Acheron. Why is Kuro not zooming every time? What's going on today? Is your mouse wheel giving you problems again? Yeah, mouse wheel is broken. In the meantime, 11 lets Acheron scout a quick third and then cancels it.
Well, it was a blocked hatchery. I'm just wondering if it's actually worth to cancel that one. There is a bit of risk in it, because if you cancel it and then get your natural blocked still, that's a problem. For now, it's just a normal hatchery. Expand. Acheron will keep the probe patrolled.
Yeah, it seems to be standard from Acheron as well. Cybercore into Nexus, or Nexus Cybercore, actually. What's the rush distance on this map? I never actually checked on it. It's not that...
It's not that short, it's not that long
Yeah.
either.
Okay, I'm not even
There
sure
are no
about
like
the path
super long.
itself.
There are no really super long maps like Death Aura, because it got removed. Maybe Romanticide, but for the most part, most maps have a pretty mild rush distance, and Beckett is just Beckett is built different.
All right. So we're finally going to see some Stargate versus
I do like it. I think Stargate is definitely the best as far as it goes in PvZ. A very good choice. I wouldn't mind seeing some Void Ray action. Of course, that is the meta in our time. For a reason, of course. We will see a full wall, I believe, yeah.
Yeah. Second adept is being chrono down.
Yeah.
One adept is going to be sent across the map.
Yeah, that's good. Actually, NihonGo was very greedy and didn't make any links prior to these.
It's going to be Oracle instead of Void Rays.
Yeah, it could be a Void Ray after the Oracle. Oracle first is like still somewhat standard. It all depends on what's the unit after the Oracle. The adept shouldn't die to the links. Speed is only halfway through. The shade is not really going anywhere. And the targeting, basically no Zergling died. A bit unfortunate.
More importantly, Acheron doesn't get the scout.
So more importantly, he's actually supply blocked, so he can't make the Void Ray he was planning to make.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame.
But it is going to be at least one Void Ray. It remains to be seen if it's going to be to deny overloads or actually to play Void Rays. But actually, there's no Spore. I only realized. Very greedy here from 11. He might pay for it.
Yeah.
It looks like he's definitely going to pay for it. 5 drones for free.
I mean, it did drone up pretty hard, so it's not being put too far behind, but yeah, investing that maybe into Queens and Spores.
Yeah, like I honestly versus Protoss, I would always get 330 Spores. Like at least one, you know. We are gonna see double Stargate action. Very up to the current times. Kind of missing the second Void Ray. I think he might be supply. Yeah, he's supply blocked again, so he's not making a second Void Ray, which kind of hurts him. Because he overmade the depths, I think, without scouting anything. So he could have had a Void Ray for now, for sure.
The Oracle is coming in, doing some more damage. Already has 8 kills to his name and gets away.
Yeah, very, very good game here. The only really the problems for Acheron have really been the supply blocks. Very massive this game. Other than that, it's looking pretty good. He's missing it's a lot of building at once.
And it's really bad, the supply blocks, because the point about Void Rays is, especially in 2-gate, you have to mass them up, and they take a long time to build. Any delay at the start.
He really didn't use them anything. He's even letting an overload. He's actually even letting a pretty obvious location for an overload, and the overload is still chilling there, which is pretty big. Like that's just a free overload kill. And really, he could have had like a good 5 Void Rays by now, I think. If the build was like more sleek, but more efficient. I also think that Void Ray might have seen the Overlord. Yeah, he actually even saw the Overlord for a bit, and only now he's going to kill it. Better late than never, though.
Yeah. I mean, 11 this time, by this time, knows about the Void Rays, going to get Hydralisks, going to speed them up, get range upgrades.
The timings are going to be... Yeah, it means if he gets the Zealot count, though, it means that he's not going to be as liable to any early OLED.
Bending speed is starting as well.
Which 11 might do, by the way, as he's not making another hatchery, and he's not droning above 61. So we could be seeing an all-out attack with Hydra Bane. Which on the one hand could be scary, on the other hand, his supply is not that high. And Acheron honestly can get a Templar Cavern. That's what I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, well, there's the fourth base for 11 going up.
Yeah, but he's like droning a bit more now, but his drone count has actually been fairly low this game.
Yeah, it's been behind in workers for a while in the game, which is never where you want to be as a Zerg.
Yeah, the Oracle kills, of course, don't help.
In total, 8. Oh, whoa! Look at the units lost tab. Acheron lost nothing this game. I didn't even realize that.
Actually, moving out with his Void Rays when an attack is heading his way. Now, with Force Fields, I think it's still holdable. Recall, of course. But a bit risky. He could use the Oracle to see the army. So very risky maneuvering here.
Yeah.
I do like the denial on the fourth phase. And the Hydras actually go back, which is massive. And the Bailings are going to go into the Stasis Trap, which is very good.
But there are still enough Bailing here, maybe? The Zerglings get us around and everything.
Very good force field.
But yeah, that's a lot of Zealots. It's more Zealots than Zerglings. That's not going to work without the Bailings connecting.
Single Bailing connected there, and that's honestly a very good cleanup for Acheron. Who's
yet
some
again... Some Bailings connected. Only 2 died.
Okay. Yeah, but I think some of them connected on like...
yeah, it was bad connections anyway. It's Polish internet Bailings. Very bad connection.
11 is bad on... 11 is like still attacking, but his army is not big. Like if the Bailings die, the Hydras are dead, basically. Bailings do connections this time, so that's actually very good for 11.
Yeah, the Bailings do connect somewhat, but yeah, there's a lot of Void Rays there. Hydralisks are being ganged up on by the Zealots on the ground.
I think it could have been worse for him. If the Bailings didn't get connections, like he actually loses everything for free. Now he at least gets a few Void Rays. Still, very good cleanup for Acheron. Very, very good.
The problem is that Acheron is going to be following it up with Storm for the next engagement.
In fact, already finished feat again.
Gonna lose more Overlords.
Well, I wouldn't even mind him being more aggressive across the map. Just missing a War Prism. What I think the one thing he's missing in this game is a Robo. Or Observer, War Prisms, things like that. But he's in a commanding lead this game. Just needs the fourth basis done. And because 11 attacked while trying to take his fourth base, they're gonna have a fourth base at the same time, which is again really not what Zerg wants to do.
Yeah. Now 11 is double expanding here and getting a macro hatchery at home. So looking 3 hatcheries at the same time here.
There's a lurker that on
this base.
Bailings get good connections again, and I don't think it's enough firepower to fight.
Yeah, Acheron is kind of overextending here.
Definitely overextending.
What's the storm? Yeah, the storm. The high temperatures are coming in. Careful.
Wait, storm doesn't damage buildings. I just realized.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, but disruptors do, so I never knew. Because yeah, disruptors damage buildings. Yeah, I never realized, but I saw the creep tumors were like fine, and I was like, oh, okay.
You know, Storm is a...
And I have to say, Acheron army nowhere to be seen. Very awkward positioning. He might lose a fourth base, which he doesn't want. He does pull back in time, and he's making carriers already. The one thing that's not great for him, as I said, the lack of Robo also means lack of observers, and there are lurkers in production. He still has Oracle, but he has to remember that. And also, if you lose it, then it's very bad news for you.
I mean, Acheron is still ahead economically. He's been trading pretty well this game.
Like, the game is fantastic for him, but if there are lurkers in his face without him knowing it, it's a problem.
Yeah, here comes the Oracle.
The
high temperatures! He loses 3 high temperatures before the storms even come in.
I think the Hydras are too softened up. I think as soon as they're detection, there's nothing to be done. Where's the Oracle?
Yep, there it is.
Hello?
Gets the tag on everything.
I really would like him to just A-move his entire army on this. Please A-move the lurkers. I am back. Okay, well, I really think Acheron could have just killed them. But now he's gonna do a run by, which should be pretty decent.
Yeah, I need to clean that supply to make more room for carriers.
Yeah, kills a Hydra, kills a Queen, 6 drones as well.
Yeah, and there's another run by into the 4th base as well coming in. This one Zealot is still munching on Ducklings, on drones. Ooh, they're actually gonna get at the hatchery here.
That's pretty big. He's sending 11 back to 3 base territory.
Yeah, this is this game is not going 11's way. And how is 11 going into tier 3? The Hive is on the way, but what do you get? I mean, Acheron is getting Air Protoss, and 11, I don't think 11 doesn't even have a Spire. This is going to be Lurker Hydra. Not even any Banes. Or oh, there's a Bane. One Bane. Never mind. It's fine. You have one Baneling. Right, 11 going to get a cancel on that 5th base of Acheron, but Acheron going to catch the entire army with the Revelation, so the Lurkers are visible, and this is way too much Protoss firepower.
Yeah, no, 11 is in dire straits here, for sure. Oof.
Oh,
that one Lurker shot
runs into a Lurker.
Oh my god, that Lurker killed like 3 sentries in one shot. Jesus.
Oh,
yeah, and honestly, I really don't think there's anything 11 can do.
Yeah, and Acheron is just getting more oracles for the detection. just in case. I think it just realized, oh wait, if I lose this oracle, I'm screwed. I mean, 11 isn't dead yet, but I just don't see how
I think
can
he's
stand
well
up to
on
this.
So,
I can see how you can stand up to this Protoss army right now.
Especially with the storms, like if they land on the Hydras, it's just very hard.
You can't really get to the Templars unless Acheron makes, you know, a huge fumble here.
Yeah. But he can just kill the Lurkers because the Hydras can't really walk into this.
At this point, all you really have to do, all you can do is just, you know, stagger step backwards, kite, and try to kill the interceptors at least. Just you know, to try and slow down the Protoss advance. The 4th base, while this is going on, has been attacked by Zealots, and 21 drones go down. The storm, it is Bane. Oh, the High Templars all walk into the Hydralisks.
I think there's just too many carriers, though.
Yeah. If there were a few more Hydralisks left, then that would have been okay, but 115 army supply to 11. Here we go. Acheron evens up the score. We have ourselves an ace match.
All right, wow.
Yes, I know 11 had 11 supply group. I saw that, but it was, there was a GG and I didn't want to go into that joke. It's 11 for 11. But this is what happens when I don't go for the puns, other people just go for them now.
Your legacy.
My legacy of the mold. Hey, Phoenix! Thank you for subscribing for 19 months in a row. Oh, not in a row, just in total. Hold on, I'll give you your quacks in a second. Alright. 19 quacks. Quack, 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 quack. That was 19, right? I did not miscount.
Learning to count.
Yeah. I think it was. Alright, so tagged once, advancing in the lower bracket against Orco. And we have Blade advancing over Baillie, 2-1.
That's
So it's going to be,
big.
yeah. So it's Baillie
Another
versus
match for
NihonGo.
I feel like Jaco and Baillie have been facing each other quite often.
Possibly. Okay, both players are ready, so let's get to it. Our next map is, of course, Blackburn, where everything is burning and the panda is angry. Yeah, it's just an angry panda.
I don't. Actually, I do see it a bit. Maybe. Kind of looks like the face of a mouse when I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I can see the mouse as well. But if like the bottom right and the bottom left dark areas are like cheeks, it looks like an angry panda. All right, welcome everyone to Blackburn, where everything is burning for some reason, where the panda is angry. In the southwest corner of the map, currently sideways 1-1 in this best of 3 series, are Purple Zerg, all the way from the USA. Give it up for 11. And in the southeast corner of the map, another USAian, or American, or USA East. USAian.
USAian?
USAEN. USA East. USA Union. Artil Protoss is in fact acheron.
See, I did it.
Yeah.
So, this game 11 kind of made his hatchery like 100 minerals late. He was at 400 when he made it, and also it's very like there's been drone cuts because he's missing an overload.
Yeah, acheron in the meantime is going for a standard build. Does scout what's going on the other side of the map. So I'm gonna know that he needs to wall off with that quick pull out. Does leave a probe on the other side of the map just to see what's what. And 6 Zerglings are already on the way for 11. Looks like 11 enjoyed the early aggression in the first game of this series.
I think he's link flooding, by the way.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that was why he is.
This time acheron leaves a probe here, so we'll know that this is coming. And I think already suspecting it.
Yeah, I think he's kind of smelling something's off. I like the probe patrolling there is all nice and all, but the problem patrolling it just in the Zerg's face in the natural is that like it's gonna get denied from there, you know, when the normal links pop out. I really like him to be more active with it, you know. Look for the saturation, for example. He would see that there are literally 0 probes. Go to the main base, you know.
11 only uses a couple of Zerglings to chase that probe, so as far as acheron can tell, that was it. And I don't think acheron understands. There are no...
Very bad, because an adept really would be better here.
There are no shield batteries.
I don't think he can hold it.
There is an adept out of the map.
Not
denying
making any
reinforcements. Gonna get recall at home. The stalker will go down, but the wall is in fact the wall.
The adept's not shooting anything. Nah, I think there are too many blinks.
Yeah.
I think there are too many blinks.
I don't know. Well, the shield battery is quite late. The cybercore will be probably be going down. before that can finish.
It's a bit too slow, so he won't have the firepower to kill them on time.
There's also an Oracle coming out from that Stargate, so...
Oracle would help.
Yeah, that should be able to...
Oh, that shield battery is gonna go down, and then he's gonna have to put the adepts in the gaps. Oh, he needs to put them in the gaps. Oh no, they get surrounded.
I mean, the Oracle is here. It doesn't have a lot of energy, though.
Well, the battery finishes, so if he walls off now, he really needs to wall off now. I think he has this. Yeah, I think he held it. No, it's over. It's a done deal. Because there are just not enough drones. He just needs to rewall.
Well, this gateway will go down. I don't know if that buys 11 enough time. Because now there's a second Oracle out. Gonna maybe kill a couple of probes here. If not even one, I think.
Yeah. The only damage is that 2 of the probes are AFK. that's the damage. Yeah, and honestly, it was looking a bit sketch at the beginning, but then acheron really pulled it together in a fantastic hold. Really, the only thing that could go wrong here is maybe the gateway dying, but I think it won't be enough. I just think the game is not losable anymore.
Yeah, no. The Oracles have enough energy to kill the Zerglings. 54 Zerglings died this game. And 11 is not... Oh, it's just now starting to drone up. So, gotta be catching up from way behind in terms of worker count. acheron has more than double the worker supply, and the Oracles are flying across the map.
Does that battery reach the gateway? Yeah, it does. Okay, so it's over. I was about to say if it... Yeah, the super battery just makes... You can see it actually out DPS'd the Zerglings.
Yes.
Like when they were attacking it. Oh, don't lose the Oracle, buddy.
Okay, well, lose one of the Oracles.
Only because 11 has like 0 drones, so even losing a queen is like hard to replace, but obviously we don't like losing Oracles.
Also, it's on 2 bases, so it doesn't have a lot of larva available, you know, you're gonna need injects.
Overlords, look, because he was all-inning, he put the rally here, and there's a Void Ray, and there are like 10k Overlords here or some shit. I should spare this. But yeah, like, I don't know, man. Oh, okay, the Zerglings bait the Void Ray.
Oracle goes into the natural.
That Oracle is doing 11 a favor by unsupply blocking him.
That Oracle has 18 kills.
Oh my god. It's all lings though. Oh, not all lings, but like it's not drones. I mean,
I can say Void Ray. And the circle is just one by one running away.
I would like it to kill the rest of the Overlords actually. It's like killing the supply structures, in this case a unit of somebody who all-ined you. Like it's massive.
I mean, that said, 11 does have a lot of supply capacity left because there's so little actual units.
But that was only because he spared 2 of the Overlords. Imagine he killed both of them. Like, even though he has so little units, he would actually still be supply blocked or close to it. It wouldn't be supply. He got to expand though, so now acheron is gonna keep his positive record against 11.
Yeah.
I would not like to engage into the wall of spines, but now if he just macros, honestly, with the target, I may even break that, but I don't know. I don't see why you would want to risk it.
Ducklings still managed around here.
Like that.
The Void Ray is going to go down to the queens. And
like, this is about as bad as it could have gone for acheron. He's still gonna kill all the Zerglings. He loses Oracle and Void Ray for it, and most of the gateway units.
But reinforcements are coming in.
Losing a really big amount of money. But
11 just has to. 11 has to like throw everything he has just to stay alive here.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. This attack is just. I feel like he's just throwing a lead. He's not even throwing, because 11 again has to make units to survive. So he's just throwing units for free, and I really dislike that.
Yeah.
Like, target units are not easy to replace.
It's just prolonging the game a little more because it gives 11 that little bit of a remaining chance.
Just make like 6 gates more, a Twilight Council, a third base. Just play the game. A forge.
Yeah, it does worry me that acheron isn't getting a third.
Yeah, like I feel like he really is doing himself a disservice by doing this attack repeatedly. That is actually, I think now he's actually gonna win with impact. By the way, I think now the Zerglings are not. But yeah, I don't know.
I mean, acheron can deny a third for quite a while now. But yeah, it doesn't have enough to actually go up that ramp. This stalker's running around. You must have a ninja base somewhere. No, 11 doesn't have a ninja base. It is just being stubborn. This Alair is on the way as well. So 11 will be able to transition into Hydralisks. And that
On this economy?
Look, it doesn't need much. It just needs
27 drones.
It just needs to break the siege and then expand, then defend the expand again desperately, and then maybe he has a chance. Right?
You forgot the step where he has to make 50 drones as well.
Yeah.
But again, this is such a stubborn attack. One Void Ray goes down already. I don't know. Now he can win the game. That's not enough approaches. The Stalkers will win, but I feel like this was not the safest road to victory for sure.
Yeah.
He should just move up the ramp as well, because half the units are not fighting.
Oh, they ended up trying to shade into the main base, but only one of them actually, I think, actually shaded in. The Stalkers will be able to clean all the queens out.
Okay, as expected, it did like just the pure economy numbers win in the end, but my god, did he make it long. Very good hold in the early game though, have to commemorate acheron for that. Very solid rewalling.
Yeah, I think it's the Oracles. The Oracles really changed the tide of that battle.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's it, GG. Acheron takes out the champion. So acheron is going to be our first semi-finalist. In the meantime, Blade and NihonGo should have started. Yeah, they're in game. In the lower bracket, 11 is going to go up against Baillie. So I guess we'll join that, right?
Yeah, I think
so. A best of one until because the semi-final is going to be waiting for us anyway. Sorry. I'm just typing. I can't type and talk at the same time. Like a brain thing. So let's get 11 back in party. Where are we missing? Baillie. And this is going to be another PVZ. Four in a row, yeah. Look, 11 is a good player to cast. Got really decent games coming out of him.
he does fall short to acheron though. In acheron's Cinderella run here. Yes.
Baillie is UK, I believe? Question mark? Where's my brain? No, he's also for US. Okay, there we go. Let's double check on what server we want. See, Baillie to me sounds like a very British name, right?
I like the name Baillie. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
It's not as cool as Caerwyn, but what is, to be honest.
What map do we need? Oxide. Oxide on central. There we go. Now this is a best of one, because this is the lower bracket. And in the lower bracket, all the matches are best of one except the lower bracket finals. Caerwyn, we're just waiting for you.
Oh, I thought I accepted. Apologies. Here I am.
Yeah, Krupp is saying, imagine having a tournament that's for horrible time for US people and then having a lot of US players. But you're forgetting, Krupp, that these are gamers. They game hard. They are awake at
Have real sleep schedules, yeah.
yeah, it's a gamer sleep schedule. Cyber schedule. Cyber sleep. It's like your body is sleeping, but your brain is playing a game.
Alright. I think this might be my last series today. I think.
Fair enough.
After that, I will sacrifice you to the solo cast god.
It's fine. You've kept me company so far. It's been appreciated.
It's been good to be back. It's been a while since I was here.
Yeah,
this time with stable
it's nice to have you casting here. You have good input. You have good analysis input. You're pretty good at that.
Yeah, I am in fact a player of the StarCraft 2 game.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Oxide.e, where we are oxidized. We are breathing. We're in the southwest corner of the map. Our Teal Protoss all the way from the USA. Current reigning as the old champion. It is Baillie. And in the northeast corner of the map, the 2 times SDO champion, going full force again, our red Zerg is in fact 11.
I kept myself from doing it this time. we do see a 12 pull this time.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it a 14 pull? Whatever. It's a very, very early pull. I think it was 12 pull. Yeah, and the real question remains to be seen is he just gonna play it as the macro opener that is kind of how it's played at the
There's
highest
no
level?
gas going.
Yeah, I mean it never does have gas.
There's no gas. This is some.
No, but that doesn't mean anything. You could also do a link flood off of. Which honestly, with the link floods we've seen from 11, that's not.
He's trying to get that hatchery location, so.
I do have to say, I feel educated because I watched the Lambo video for like 3 seconds on how to do 12 pull. And the 3 seconds I watched was that if you get pylon blocks, you have to keep the Zerglings at home to kill the pylon. So a bit sketch. I think that's because it really is how I said it, where in the higher level played as like a proper macro opener.
Yeah. And here so far, Baillie has the wall up in time. The zealot is out there. Second zealot is coming out. This is done as an attack.
Good switch as well.
Yeah, nice macro there.
Yep. Nexus on time. Honestly, very good response from Baillie. Can be proud of this one. And the Zerg is not good. He might even not lose a zealot. He will lose one.
He's going to lose one zealot. But the Zerglings are going to get a scout in, at least.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. I don't like attacking the battery. It should just be annoying in the main base. You won't kill the battery either, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this. Obviously delaying the second gas to get the Nexus after you went pylon and gateway.
I think maybe 11 is just done with PvZ today.
A very, very good response. I think these 4 lanes that we see on the map are... I wouldn't say overkill because you need to defend the Adept somehow, but they should be at home, actually. So the fact that they're here is not great for 11, because if the Adepts were ever to shade across the map, he'd be in a problem.
Maybe that's kind of what he wanted, maybe? He wanted to try and get under that wall without the Adepts there, if Baillie was being like
Yeah, but the Stalker can now just plug the wall. There's a shield battery, so the Stalker will never die. And then he has the opportunity to shade both Adepts, which the Lynx cannot fight. They don't have speed.
Yeah.
Baillie is playing a bit more solid, so he's not going to do that. Instead, he's opting to deny the Overlord Scout.
11 just now starting link speed.
We see Robo Ferris from Baillie, which is not really a thing in PvC, so I'm kind of curious where he's going to take this to.
Kind of want observers and the warp prism. Maybe
Yeah,
just
but
give a gateway explosion and just.
Yeah, well, what units are you gonna make? Like, you don't have a Twilight Council. Is it gonna be like a ancient Sentry Immortal Stalker all in sort of thing?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I'm spitballing here.
I don't know if that's a probe he forgot existed or he's gonna proxy something with that. Both possibilities are as real at this point.
Yes. It's an observer on the way. Sorry.
Hit my leg really hard.
I'm actually getting decent connection, like 160.
So we do see a proxy.
Yeah.
I believe that's going to be for just more gateways, if I had to make my guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's no Twilight Council, so it's not going to be anything.
I think it's just more gates. I think it's just more gates.
Pretty much the only thing you can get there at this point, unless it's going to be a Twilight Council and the DT shrine there.
I wouldn't like it. It's like very late. But honestly, just generally speaking, I don't know. This game is very slow.
I mean, Baillie has the gas for it, so
he's not really making anything at the moment. I would like to see the gateway start because he's floating 800 minerals already, and I don't really know what he's waiting for.
He's getting more and more stalkers.
Yeah, but he's banking. What is this pylon? He's also supply blocked, by the way, which is a whole other problem on its own.
11 in the meantime, getting that baning nest up, getting some roaches.
Yeah, 11 is really behind in supply though. Worker supply, I mean. Quite down in economy. Still making
it was super aggressive at the beginning of the game, so that's expected.
I honestly think that proxy pylon is not gonna be it's to use adepts, okay? Because Baillie is gonna play. I think Baillie plays this in just PvZ and PvT. Just plays Stalker Colossus. So that pylon was used only to warp in adepts. One of them is Forgotten. Pylon. Oh, and Baillie is trying to all in into a 2-base Protoss with mass units, and I don't think that's gonna go well for him. Yeah, the situation is looking pretty green for 11.
Yeah, it gives 11 time to build up an army that's something. It's not necessarily the best, but it's going to be something that Baillie may not be able to handle.
No,
there's one sentry here.
Yeah, but look, there's a battery here. That's nothing. You can't. There's no universe in which Baillie gets broken by this army.
Yeah, but you can deny a third while 11 expands to.
That is true. But I actually don't think his army is strong enough to deny the third. And more importantly, even if he would deny a third, he's still making units, which means even if there's never a third base, he's still down in economy.
Yeah. It's definitely a bad situation for 11, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Started with a very super early aggressive Zergling rush that did nothing.
I think it really comes down to he played it too aggressively. The way, as I said, like the way 12 pool is played modernly is just as a macro opener. When you don't do it like that, then you risk just being too behind when you don't achieve anything. And Baillie responded very well. It was a very good defense from Baillie. So now he's just ahead of it. Now he's been missing probes for like an entire minute or more, so he's not as behind, as ahead as before.
But now he's catching up technologically, just getting all the upgrades, all the tech buildings. We see the other one, DT Shrine coming up We have the robotics bay for the robotics facility now getting thermal lance. Charge is about to finish. Blink is immediately started afterwards. +1 is about to finish for Baillie. And, you know, Baillie has the higher army supply, has the better quality army, the better quality tech, the better upgrades. Yeah, it's going to be rough for 11 to do that. But getting a fourth base.
You can have the higher probe count as well.
Mm-hmm. I think yeah, 11 just now for the first time this game surpassed Baillie in terms of worker count. That is 9 minutes into the game.
I don't really like this Bailey run by. I feel like it's probably not going to get anything done. Or is it just the entire army? Very exposed Bailings. This is very risky.
Yeah, Bailing speed is just about to finish. There's not a lot of creep spread. Not enough to cover this area. Let's catch this Zealot run by, which is nice.
I would like to point out there is no Overseer, there is no Spore, and there are 2 DTs in the third base.
Pain.
And yeah, done about this. Honestly, I would click the hatchery. Oh well, that's risky because he doesn't know the state of the detection. But
yeah,
these
there are a couple of Overseers morphing.
The walls. How? Okay. I feel like
that's a kill zone. Oh, that's a kill zone. For the Zerglings.
Evan could have. The Lings were attacking the Stalkers, because if he clicked past them, they would have gotten in, which would have been better for him. But now he's floating 3k.
The DTs are just running around killing queens and drones. The detection finally gets to them and they get cleaned out.
He actually didn't kill too many drones. If you look at the state of what detection there was compared to how many drones there were.
Yeah, the DTs wasted a lot of their time just running around.
Yeah.
Not actually doing damage,
That's
despite the huge window of opportunity.
Yeah. Though this time I wouldn't target the hatchery, I would target the drones. So I really feel like Baillie missed the mark with his DTs. He could have achieved like so much more with them. If he targeted drones, after them would be dead. And the lurkers actually.
Why is 11? The drones on the gas on the fourth base are just they're just chilling.
When you click on a gas before there's a structure on it, and then you build the structure, they're not gonna go into gas.
Okay, fixes one of these, but the other gas. Okay, there we go. Now
I feel like this game was really about Baillie having a massive advantage and not doing anything with it.
Yeah.
With lurkers out, he might even lose his advantage completely. He's still economically better, but his army is pure stalker.
I mean, it does have detection this time. There is a robotics facility, so you can get more observers.
Yeah, but the only answer is he has disruptors. And if 11 gets to Vipers, then there's no.
There's a Stargate on the way, and Baillie is on the fourth base, so should be okay there to switch to air toss.
Yeah, but only one Stargate, it would not be fast enough.
But there's enough Protoss Death Ball on the ground to keep Baillie alive until the air toss is out.
What I'm trying to say is that this army does not beat lurkers if there are Vipers. The disruptors are very good at the early stage of countering lurkers. But the moment Vipers are out, you can't rely on the disruptors. And when you can't rely on the disruptors, what do you have versus the lurkers? There's not a single immortal in this. There are 2. Okay, whatever. There are 2 immortals in this arm. But like the stalkers die very fast to lurkers. Very, very fast.
It's a lot of zealots as well for Baillie, and they.
I will say that disruptors do have the potential to be very big.
Right. Like ooh, great disruptor hits. That took a lot of Zerg army.
Yeah, the way he does it is just fire with the Colossus and then just fire disruptor novas. Like he does not need. He really doesn't want to be in the lurker range basically because that's free damage. from the Zerg
Alright,
army.
Baillie comes in here.
That's gonna be another.
Thermal Lance is doing enough damage from afar, and the Disruptors are doing a great job zoning out 11's army. 11 just going to remake a lot of Hydralisks and possibly Lurkers.
No Vipers actually being made, so the Disruptor raid is still free.
There is a Spire on the way though, so at least...
Baillie did kind of stop his attack. He could have definitely achieved more so far, but he's gonna resume it now.
Okay, Disruptors.
You see the Disruptor damage on the hatchery, by the way.
Doesn't do a lot of damage to building, does it?
Yeah, they do a lot of damage to everything.
Oh, but the army's out of position. 11 drew the entire army to deal with the attack on the third, so the fourth
Actually,
is...
he left a lot of lurk. He left quite a few
jumped there.
lurkers to still be alive. He didn't really trade too well. Does get the base, which is very good.
Maybe it was a trap.
I don't think 11 can chase this, by the way.
Yeah, no.
Definitely cannot chase that.
But kinda has to, because he lost this base and you really... It's gonna be difficult to catch up.
Baillie is not transitioning. He has 3 Stargates and the money for it, but he's not made a single carrier. He's gonna start now, as I say it.
Still making Immortals.
Yeah, like the only not good part of his army is the Stalkers, practically. But 4 carriers at a time, and that's just... There's nothing to stop that. Especially if he like saves supply to make another round when those finish.
Yeah, 11 does have the Spire, but if you haven't started on Corruptors yet or their upgrades...
The only thing 11 has for himself is this Lurker count, which is gonna pay off because Baillie is out of position. But there are Disruptors still, and still no Vipers, so Disruptors can still deal with this.
Yeah, there are plenty of Observers. They're not being targeted by
The Hydras
11.
can't even get to the Observers, in fact.
Yeah.
And like this, like you just don't do anything versus the Disruptors, they just keep zoning your Lurkers, and they don't even have the Burrow upgrade. Baillie is kind of taking his time at breaking this. But yeah, the Hydras can't bait, because if they ever go into Cologne...
Yeah, it's...
yeah.
Yeah, it looks like this is 11 crumbling here.
I think now you can aim with this. I don't like the waiting. I think now you just... There's nothing here.
It doesn't even know about the carriers coming.
I would really... Yeah, there we are. Now he sees the carriers as well, and this might be heartbreaking. He's making Lurkers when there are 5 carriers pretty much in the game.
Yeah,
and I think that's it for 11's run today.
It was a beautiful run. I'm glad we managed to catch pretty much all of it, I think.
I think all of it.
Yeah, we followed 11 all day here. Which I never regret.
I think Baillie is being a bit merciful by not just going across the map now. He's gonna start moving. But there's just nothing you can do to beat this army. I think there are barely any Hydras. There are 2 Colossi still.
Yeah. 11 is getting Great Aspire for some reason, but that's not going to be...
It's not really killing him.
Why is... Yeah, Bailey's not going for the kill blow here. It's just...
I really don't understand. Baillie, a lot of times, the story of this game is that he could have won quite a few opportunities already. But he's not really attacking at all. Yeah, he's coming back. I honestly don't like this. He's just giving it... It's a small chance, you know, like the game will still probably end in his favor, but he's just giving his opponent a chance to come back for free.
Yeah, I
hope that he's just for the
to be fair, Baillie is getting a 6th base, so it's not like he's just hanging back and doing nothing. 11 has rebuilt a 4th, but really won't be able to get a 5th.
Baillie just fucking danced his units. I do think now he breaks this. The army is not here to protect the Lurkers. Very messy engage into them. He loses the entire right flank for free. But the carriers will be too much, so it does not matter at the end.
Yeah. The Disruptors on the ground are also doing a great job zoning out the Hydralisks. Doesn't get the kill. Oh, gotta stay. Kill everything. Kill the. There we go.
Over. It's over.
GG's goal, and Baillie advances in the lower bracket. And we'll go up against Blade. In the meantime, NihonGo wins 2-0 versus Blade, and we have our semifinal ready for us. Let's double check that they are here. Yeah, I see Blade in. No, we need NihonGo, and yeah, there they are. All right. Yes, we are going to take a short break, and then afterwards we are going to do the semifinal. Caerwyn,
That has been it for me.
tell the good people at home where they can find more of you.
You can find me on YouTube in Caerwyn TV. Big channel, big guides, big builds, and on Twitter, where I talk about chess and tea.
It is good. Yeah, thank you for joining me today. It's a lot of fun. I like having you around. Yeah, have a good weekend.
Thank you. Good luck.
All right, everyone. We will be back in 5 minutes. We'll show you a duct tape. In the meantime, take this time to hydrate your hydras, train your disruptors, stretch your roaches, and we will be back with NihonGo versus Acheron. Do not go anywhere, because I will not forgive you. And we are back. Hope you enjoyed those duct tapes. We are here setting up for the semifinal, the first semifinal of the day, which will be NihonGo versus Acheron. Let's double check that our players are back from the break. First map is going to be in the meantime, Blade versus Baillie will be going in the lower bracket. Right, everybody's ready. Let's get into it. Beep, beep, beep. Hope you are enjoying the cast so far. It's a lot of fun. What time is it? Yeah, we are at 2 hours and a half, and we are pretty close to the finals here. Pretty okay. Just double checking on my on the health of my computer. It seems to be going pretty well. I did have some CPU issues this week for those who are following me closely, but it's going okay so far. Anyway, enough about that. We're not discussing burning hardware here, except we are, because it's Blackburn and it's all just a bunch of burning hardware. Worst segue ever. In the southwest corner of the map, working on fixing the platform, it is our hero SCV. No, it's our Protoss. Give it up for Acheron. And in the southeast corner of the map, the one-time SDO champion and like 5-time SDO runner-up, it is our red Terran from Russia. It's NihonGo. Playing for Star Community. So yeah, NihonGo, I think is the record for silver medals. Let's double check that. It occurs to me that I never actually checked. No. Actually, it's Light and Papa Panda, who both have 6 silver medals in SDO. Nerys has 5. NihonGo only has 4. Strangely enough. But does have that one victory, so, you know, NihonGo is no Kong. Had that bit of a rivalry with 11 a few weeks ago. You know, it's at the beginning of 2021. It was nice to see. No, I think this game, nothing too crazy so far. Reaper is about to come out. A second Reaper is about to come out. No, actually, that's the first Reaper. Wasn't paying attention. For NihonGo, have to go out and scout on the map. Yeah, acheron went with a standard opening as well, so nothing too crazy here. I'm not actually sure. Did we see a proxy on this map? Because I'm wondering if like a proxy Reapers might work stupidly well on this map, because there's like a big opening at the back of the main base that I think the Reapers can jump on. Where the slow zones are. Okay, Reaper going to go down. Does take a couple of probes with him. See, down here you can just sneak in. Oh wait, actually, can you get here? Yeah, you can get here. It's not a locked area. So yeah, you can definitely proxy some Reapers down there. Don't think I've seen that yet. I think I would have noticed. Ooh, acheron going with a quick DT shrine. I don't necessarily know about that. This is I mean, against Terran, there's usually detection going on. And there's no proxy location. There's no warp prism for acheron. So I don't know how that's going to work. Well, there's the warp prism. Okay. So this is going to be that. NihonGo did get a spotter. What was it? The supply depot, or no? It was the NG bay at the back of the Terran base, just to make sure to get an early scout on these kinds of drops exactly. I don't know. It all depends on how NihonGo will be prepared in terms of detection. Oh, getting turrets. Yep. NihonGo going to be quite prepared for those DTs. There are plenty of Marines at home. DT Blink is going to be coming up for acheron. Hopefully you don't wait for them. There we go. One DT going to walk into the natural. The other... Where's it going? It's flying back home? No, it's going into the main. The turret is just about to finish. Gonna get a delay on that, but there's a scan available. Isn't it? Yes, there's a scan. Yeah, here we go. Copy. Scan. There we go. Well, that's a bit of a shame. Oh, does get the warp prism. So losing 6 workers, but gets the 2 DTs and the warp prism. So not the worst for NihonGo, but considering NihonGo has been super behind in workers, may not be the best. It all depends on how much damage NihonGo can do in this first attack. It's going to be 18 Marines, a handful of Marauders who are already a little bit hurt. Save is finished. There is combat shields. +1 is about to hit. So it's going to be a nice timing for NihonGo. There's not much to defend for acheron. Right, sending the injured Marine up the ramp just to see what's there. Seeing that there's not much, we'll just steam up the ramp, maybe even catch that warp prism. Oh, when it comes to the warp prism, doesn't see the DTs. No scan. Oh, the defensive DTs are going to just wait. Oh no, acheron got so lucky. NihonGo did not save scans. Just one scan would have just completely destroyed acheron here. But instead, NihonGo is not going to be on the defensive. Did get turrets at home, so, you know, not going to be super defenseless here. But that was, yeah. That was an attack that could have just ended the game. And instead, NihonGo want to be on the back foot. Oh, the DTs blink forward. It's 5 DTs, but the Marines and the Marauders come in from down the ramp. And should be able to deflect this attack. Gonna lose a few more workers, but it's not the biggest of deals at this point. NihonGo is not as far behind as he was before. And Yeah, the attack gets pushed back. Oh. Okay, more DTs being warped in by Acheron, going for a second wave. This time NihonGo probably won't have enough. Yeah, calling GG. The attack was... The second wave was too much, and Acheron will take game number 1 in the semi-final. Ooh. You know, when you go up against DT, you have to bank your scans, especially if you're going offensively, because basically that's all Acheron had to defend with, or there's 3 DTs warped in defensively. Without those, Acheron just wouldn't have been able to sustain that, to withstand that attack. Romanticide is going to be our next map. East. US Beast. Let's make sure we hydrate our hydras. No, still gonna wait for Acheron here. Don't have an update on Blade versus Baillie, the Battle of the Bees. It does mean that we have 1 Terran and 3 Protosay remaining in this tournament. all the Zerg, all the 1 Zerg have been deaded. All right. Let's see if our players are prepared. Both of them are prepared. Let's get into it. Beep, beep, boop, 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 boop. All right. My CPU temperature is high, but sustainable. It's actually lower than I expected it to be. SMH my head. Technology. Am I right, kids? Anyway, we are on Romanticide. Romanticide, where love goes to die. We're in the southeast corner of the map. Currently up 1 in this best of 3 semi-final of today's Sea Duckling Open, the number 99 are Teal Protoss. All the way from the US of A. Give it up for Acheron. And in the northwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Russia, the 1-time SDO champion and 4 times runner-up, our red Terran representing Star Community, it is NihonGo. Oh, it's 2 racks. It's gonna be 2 Raxes. One is at proxy, one is at home. Oh, 3 racks. Woo! Yeah. NihonGo bringing in the big guns. I like the Acheron with the cat spray. Deal with it, cat. Actually, it's going to be up to Acheron to deal with it, technically. Oh, Acheron going for a Nexus expand. Cyber expand. That's what I meant. You know, Cyber and the Nexus. Because the Nexus is, technically what I said was true because the Nexus is the expansion, so it's the Nexus expand. But it's not like you can have a, you know, a non-Nexus expand. You know what I mean. Actually, I almost pushed Acheron there to discover the proxy barracks. All right, NihonGo's on the move, using the mule to break down the mineral wall, so you'll have a quick reinforcements path. Oh, Acheron is gonna find the forces coming in. Let's scout it. with the Adept, but the Adept will be deaded here. Nice stutter stepping, loses one Marine, but the Adept goes down. There's not much to defend for Acheron. There's a Stalker on the way. Actually, it's finished. There's another one on the way. The boys are being pulled. More Marines are coming in. Acheron backs away to the high ground. NihonGo chases up the ramp. Nice using also of the choke point there. Gonna try and bunker up behind that gateway. Oh, but the SCVs mineral walk through the Stalkers and they're gonna surround it and kill it. So many probes are going down, but is it going to be enough? NihonGo has been sacrificing workers. I gonna need to kill a lot to stay in the game, and another Stalker is being chronoed out. The shield batteries are up now, so there's no way these two Marines can actually kill that Stalker. I think this is it for NihonGo. There's no coming back from this. More Marines are coming in. I don't know if they can actually deal with the two Stalkers and two shield batteries. Can kill the natural here, but NihonGo is just so far behind economically, even if that natural nexus goes down. Nice kiting by Acheron, going back and forth between the front line and the shield batteries, but yeah, NihonGo cannot break this anymore. Stalker, survive. Yeah, Acheron held nicely. And NihonGo is just, what's he gonna do? You can't really start making workers now because you're already way far behind. Okay, starting SCVs. Yeah. Now Acheron is getting blink. How many gateways do we have? We only have 2 gateways so far. But Acheron can build enough of a force to try and retaliate and sneak into NihonGo's base and kill him from there. Marines are just hanging out on the map, waiting for a retaliation by Acheron. Using the barracks to scout there. Acheron is moving out. Oh, okay, that's a bit of a death zone for these Stalkers, but Blink will be able to save them. Even that one that's limping injured. And NihonGo realizes you just can't stay here. Okay, the barracks is on fire. It should be deaded before any kind of repairs can be affected. And this is a nice position for NihonGo because, you know, you still have the high ground vision, but the Marines are hiding behind the vegetation. But Acheron not losing a single Stalker yet. Not here, at least. Just going to go around. What does Acheron have at home to defend, though? Not much. NihonGo is getting Marauders and Concussive Shells. But Acheron is on 2 bases. Getting them saturated. 36 workers to 18. There's just no way NihonGo can catch up economically. Acheron doesn't even need to attack. Just keep macroing and knowing you'll have the way upper hand later on in the game. Actually, did Acheron use a recall? How did the Stalker... Yeah, there was a recall. Wait, was it a recall? Which one is it? I can never tell the icons which one was using. Yeah, it was a recall. Kind of difficult to know what these icons on the Nexus mean when I don't have tooltips. Actually, why don't I have tooltips? Should I have tooltips? Never mind. Acheron going out on the map, this time with a bunch of Stalkers. There is an observer to see something on the high ground. NihonGo does have some forces here, but Acheron should be satisfied with just sniping this add-on and blinking away. No combat shields for you. Only loses a couple of stalkers for that. And there's a war prison to reinforce. Stim is still not finished. +1 is still not finished. There are definitely no medivacs here. The Terran army is vulnerable, but there's enough of it to push acheron away, especially with the boys being pulled. NihonGo going for a like all in here. There's yeah, just using the workers as his army. There is still cooldown on the recall. Oh, denies the stim. Yeah. This is it. This is what NihonGo has. There's nothing at home. Everything at home is going to get sniped. Oh, the charge lots. They get blocked by the SCVs and they die without basically doing any damage. Shield overcharge is being used, but that's a lot of DPS coming in from the Terrans. Can they out DPS the shield overcharge? Nah. But recall has been used and yep, acheron wins this series, taking NihonGo out. This is the first time in a long time that NihonGo is not in the finals of the tournament. NihonGo has been a finalist in all SDOs. Was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last 5 SDOs. Oh wait, it's double elimination. Right. We're not doing it the lower bracket. I got confused because you were doing the lower bracket before. No. NihonGo is not eliminated. NihonGo still in it, going to go up against Blade in the lower bracket. Okay. So that let's go cast that. We'll remove acheron and go and get Blade. What country is Blade from? I'm not sure. The first map is going to be 2000 atmospheres. Oh, so it's EU. Okay, let's switch to EU. Oh, Blade is saying they'd rather play on NA. I think US East is okay, right? I mean, it's better for Blade than it is for NihonGo. Let's just ask NihonGo if he's okay with it. All right. NihonGo okay, so let's just stay here and get into the first game. East US. It's another PvT. This is deciding whether we have a PvP final or a PvT final. To be fair, I've been rooting for NihonGo for quite a while. I like to see a good streak going on. Alright. Just reminded him that this is a best of 3. We are in the lower bracket, but it's a best of 3 match. Yeah, I did cast Blade in the Queen's Gambit. It was Blade versus Dominus, I think. Look, you're asking me to remember something that happened 2 days ago. Yeah. I'm sorry. My memory doesn't... I can't contain this information. I don't have room for this in my head. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people. I don't remember things. Anyway, welcome everyone to 2000 atmospheres in space. or in the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Denmark, it is our blue Protoss, making the very first debut in our tournaments. It's Blade. And in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Russia, representing Star Community, the one-time SDO champion, 4 times runner-up, our red Terran is in fact NihonGo. Okay. We've seen NihonGo's TVP so far. The proxy didn't quite work. I mean, Blade and acheron probably play a bit differently. And we haven't seen Blade play here today yet. I know, I saw Blade play this week, but look. We're bringing up a problem that I used to have back when I was casting Proxy Tempest and other tournaments and stuff. When I cast a lot of events, and I get so confused over which player I saw where. It was very easy when I was just casting SDO, because you know we have a very organized Wikipedia page. You know, Kuro and Phoenix are usually and Light keep it up to date and organized. Yeah, but when I start like casting people from in different events, I'm like, I saw that name. I definitely casted that name at some point, but I don't remember where, and I can't really recall that information, and I can't even check because I don't remember which tournament it was. So if I remember something random from SDO or MSO, I can check the Wikipedia page and get like a basic idea of what was going on. But when it's other events, I decide, look. Alright, NihonGo getting a safety bunker there. Blade not going for anything aggressive at all. I'd be surprised if we'll see a Twilight Council here. Getting a shield battery, so both of them are expecting the other player to be the aggressive one. Oh, NihonGo going for some mech here. Denies the scout as well. So Blade won't see that coming. It's going to be Cyclone with Magfield accelerators. Magfield accelerators, that's the one. I know things. So that's what I cancel for Blade. I'm guessing Blink. That's my wild guess here. And I was right. Yay. I predicted something. NihonGo in the meantime gets a tank. Third command center is on the way. Actually, no, that's the second one. Whoa. I didn't even notice that NihonGo was still on one base. That actually took me by surprise. Yeah, that means NihonGo is going to have a very aggressive army here to start with. Getting a tank and a Liberator. Even the Reaper managed to escape after getting a good scout on the Protoss base. Second tank is on the way. Yeah, NihonGo's just going to be bunkering up really hard here. Blade going to get a delay on that command center. But sees the Cyclone. Hopefully Blade noticed the Magfield Accelerator laser eyes on the Cyclone. And that will tip them off that this is a Mech Terran. Thing is, NihonGo is going Mech Terran on one base. The natural is going to be finished at 5 minutes into the game. It's a very weird economy to go mech with, but it is a very defensive force. It's very bunkery between the Cyclone and the tanks. NihonGo could deal with a lot that Blade has to throw as a Protoss. A robotics base on the way. So I'm guessing disruptors? Yeah, you're not... I mean, we have seen Protoss use Colossi against Terran mech sometimes. Not, you know, it's not typical, but it has been proven to be somewhat effective, especially because of the range and the mobility that they have. But yeah, it's nah. I just don't see it. These disruptors are, I think, the better answer. Charge is on the way as well for Blade. So, yeah, come on. Robotics facility. Do something. Entertain us. To make something. Yeah, it's going to be Colossus. So either Blade is going for an atypical build against mech, or maybe Blade hasn't even realized that this is going to be mech. No, it's actually not going to be mech. What? What? Why would you give that? NihonGo got the backfield acceleration thingy for one cyclone. This is just... Alright. I guess it's a... Look. One of the reasons I like to cast NihonGo is because NihonGo has a wide range of builds available, and usually does something different in every game. This time, like transitioning like this, or maybe it's weird. This is why I need Caerwyn here. Caerwyn will be able to explain that. Like, yeah, of course, this is the thing that you see, the thing, and the thing, and the thing. I just don't have Caerwyn's game knowledge. I'm sorry, especially in Terran. Yeah, it just means that the NihonGo's push out is going to be either delayed or, less powerful. It also gets caught by Blade here, going to catch the tanks and then just blink away. Very nicely done. That definitely puts a hamper on NihonGo's push out plans. That was a really nice push. Pushing out with Marines and Marauders. Keeping some tanks at home to defend. Blade is just getting a third, the third base not set up, but saturated. That's the word I was looking for. Saturated. Look, I'm good with words. Leave me alone. Templar Archives is starting, so we're gonna have Storm available for Blade. Especially useful against a very marine-heavy composition. NihonGo going for a multi-pronged drop in the southeast and the northwest. Oh, actually, what? NihonGo just unloaded all of his marines and... Yeah, that medivac was like, wait a minute, I forgot something. I forgot all my kids at the pool. Alright, gonna drop a few marines here in the third base. Just distracting the army. Maybe, I think NihonGo maybe should have stayed in the third base to distract the army while the drop goes into the main. Instead, NihonGo just led the army right into the arms of the second drop. Only killing 3 probes here. That is not worth it, I believe. Did lose one of the medivacs. Yeah, I think NihonGo may have like tactically shot himself in the foot a bit. This would have been great if the Protoss army would have been kept in the third base while the drop went into the main base of Blade. The Raiding Claw's on the way, so we're gonna have some Widow Mines being used here. Where are they? Oh, it's gonna be Widow Mine drop. Alright. I like that NihonGo is at least being active out of the map. Oh, it's gonna get caught! Boom! Boom! Two medivacs full of Marines, Marauders go down. And now Blade might actually have enough to break this. The tanks, there are tanks at the back, but they don't have enough vision. I don't think they can actually shoot all of the Protoss army there. Widow mines go into the main base of Blade, more are being dropped into the natural, but even if they do great damage there, NihonGo is just losing their third here. Blade is standing on top of a couple of Widow mines here though, so they want to move at some point. They're going to finish. They're going to get the Colossi. Alright, they get the injured Colossus, but that's it. That's not going to be enough. Blade wins game number 1. Yeah. Blade caught the move out by NihonGo. That was a real good catch. But I think the problem was that NihonGo's opening was just expensive because it was mech units, and also he stayed on one base for a long time. So transitioning from that into just bio Terran against the Protoss, who was already making Colossi and getting Twilight Council. Sorry, not the other one. Templar Archives. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, Beckett Industries is going to be our next map. Alright, Blood is asking for a second. Actually for 2 seconds, so it's fine. 2 or more than 1. We'll take this time to hydrate our Hydras. And also grab a brush and clean our keyboards. That's all. You know what? Grab a brush or something, or a cloth or something, and let's all just clean our keyboards. You know? It's a very important thing to do every now and again. I don't want to have dusty keyboards like that. That fun guy. Who is that player? I think it was in Valencia. One of the WCS events. I think in Europe. They were zooming in on one of the players' keyboards, and he had the dirtiest keyboard. So embarrassing. Very ungamer-like. Alright. Both the players are ready. So, put down your brushes, stop cleaning your keyboards, and let's get into this game. Yeah, Kuro is calling me out. Is it really ungamer-like to have dirty keyboards? Look, if you're a hardcore gamer, you clean your shit. Alright? You don't have Dorito stains all over your keyboard. Come on. You know, real gamers, you know, use mechanical keyboards. They're expensive. You don't just dirty them up. Yeah, if you spill Mountain Dew on it, then, you know. I never understood, like people who have, like, super dirty keyboards. And I get, you know, it gets dusty every now and again, but to have food stuck in your keyboard is, I don't know. Look, people, not judging you, but I am judging you. Anyway, speaking of judgment, we are on Beckett Industries, where the lords of capitalism will judge you based on your monetary worth. In the southwest corner of the map, all the way from Denmark, it is our blue Protoss. Give it up for Blade. And in the northeast corner of the map, all the way from Russia, representing Star Community, it is our red Terran, NihonGo. Stretching my roaches a little bit. I've been sitting here, upright, talking into the microphone. You know, it's good to move every now and again. Can't wait to have. I did order a headset with a good microphone on it. Hopefully that'll help me, you know, stay a little more mobile while casting. Because just sitting there in front of the microphone all the time in one position it's not good for your body. Right. So Blade gets a scout there, does lose a probe, but nothing too crazy. Blade starting the Nexus on time, so nothing going to be super early there. NihonGo this time gets an expansion. A probe gonna get that SCV. It's vengeance. But does lose the probe, so now both of them lost 2 probes and 2 SCVs. So they are equal. It's perfect balance. Thank you, David Kim. I don't know why he created David Kim. Doesn't even work in Blizzard anymore. Yeah, David Kim left Blizzard. Although, you know, he left StarCraft a long time ago, so it doesn't really matter all that much. Ooh. Look at that. 3 racks. That's what NihonGo is up to. So it is going to be something aggressive. They're not proxied, so, you know. It's going to be cheeky. Blade is getting a Twilight Council. I don't see a... Where's that adept? Oh, it is going right across the map, so there's a chance for Blade to actually scout this. Yeah, man. You can do it. Adept. Run! Shade! Shade like the wind! Have you ever noticed how shiny those ramps are? Yeah, they are shiny. They have a shininess to them. Okay, Adept goes in. Does scout the 3 racks that's coming. It does get more gateways. But you know, I'd like to see some shield batteries, something to defend. Getting 2 more gateways and 1 robotics facility is walling off, so that's going to be helpful in dealing with this marine rush that's coming. Now remember, 3 racks means you are going full anti-vax. There are no medivacs for your army. Every time you steam, you are killing your army a little bit, and there's no returning that health. NihonGo is adding marauders into this. Hopefully, NihonGo does not forget concussive shells, because that's really important to catch those units. Blink is on the way for Blade. How many gateways? We are on 2 gateways. Yeah, I thought Blade was getting more gateways. Oh, there we go. 3. We got. No, it's 3 now. Yeah, 3 should be okay. I think Blade should be okay as long as Blade realizes what's coming. Should be fine. You know, it's mostly Marines. The Marauders are the really big danger because they can take care of Stalkers pretty easily. But Blade does have Blink. Only 1 shield battery at home though. And it's at the wall. Blade gets a 3rd base. I don't know how well that's going to survive. Actually, NihonGo gets a 3rd command center and a factory, and he's not moving out. That was it. That was the timing. +1 plus combat shields and steam. That was the timing, and NihonGo decided to stay at home and not take that opportunity. And you know what I say about giving the Protoss time? Don't. Like, don't. They benefit so much from that. Right, we're going to come here and scout the third base. The main army going to come. Oh, nice. Blade doesn't expose all of the army, just sends one stalker. Thank you. I don't want you to see what I have. So NihonGo is still quite blind. Does have eyes on the other third base, so knows the expansion situation for Blade. Concussive Shells just now starts. Thermal Lance on the way for Blade. Where are the Medivacs? Oh, Medivacs on the way for NihonGo. They're not going to be part of this fight. NihonGo is just going to throw what he already has. Going to kill this shell battery. No. Almost. Started stepping behind the mineral line. Going to kill a lot of workers. But the shield overcharge is still allowed to exist, and the Terran army gets cleaned up pretty easily, despite doing a bit of damage. That was it. The Colossi were just enough, and the entire Protoss army survived. GG is called. NihonGo taps out. And now, this is the first time in 5 SDOs that NihonGo is not in the finals. Now can I say it? I can say it now, right? Group, yes? Do you have permission? Yes, I do. Alrighty. Yes. Let's take a short break, and after that, we shall have our final match, which will be between Acheron and Blade. We are going to have a Royal Roader here today in SDO. I think for the 3rd time in a row? No, 2nd time. No, Baillie wasn't a Royal Roader. Matrix was. Okay, never mind. I'm just looking for patterns where there aren't any. Anyway, enjoy the break. Take this time to hydrate your hydras, stretch your roaches, drain your disruptors, and we will be back in 5 minutes with the final match of today's Sea Duckling Open number 9. Be here or I will not forgive you. And we are back. Kinda. We are waiting on Acheron, who had to step away for a few minutes with permission. And, they did talk with the admins before that, but we were hoping that they'd be back before the lower bracket finals will be finished. But you know, sometimes it happens. Things get a bit of a delay. But Acheron is here. You know, they're in the chat. They're around, so not to worry. And just you have to sit around and listen to me babble for a few minutes here on Lit FM. Actually, it is lit now. Somewhere. Where is it lit? It's lit in not Ireland. It's lit somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean right now. 8 o'clock. It's the best hour. It's the greatest hour. The hour of lit. Yeah, 13:37 or 1 p.m. 37. It's a very special hour in the minds of gamers. Back when lit speak was a thing. All you younguns probably don't even know what I'm talking about. Why lit is important. You see, back in the days, gamers were such edgelords that we used to speak and type with numbers instead of letters. It was lit, but not lit like you say today, which is L-I-T, which just means something is, on fire. We say lit as in 1337. It means something is elite. It is short for elite, as in the best, as in hardcore gaming. Oh, Acheron is back. I can shut up now. All right. Our first map is going to be Yakanata. And that should officially conclude our map bingo. Because it's a thing. No, we did have a bit of a chat with Blade before that. Blade and Acheron met in a finals of SCV Rush a while back, and Acheron won 3-1. But now, as Blade is supplied, Blade is up like 500 MMR since then. And Acheron just found out and like, oh wait, whoa, you're 4K MMR now. Okay, it's not gonna be as easy as I expected. Oh no, please change color. No. Oh boy. Thank you. They were going to be blue and teal. No. All right. Now, this is going to be a best of 5, with Acheron having the 1-point advantage, as is the case when we have double elimination brackets. So yeah, Acheron being the winner of the upper bracket, Blade coming in from the lower bracket. They did not actually meet in the tournament, so we're not going to have a repeat of something that happened today. But this is a bit of a revengeance. Blade very excited to have a chance to get back at Acheron for winning that SCV Rush finals. And we are, ladies and gentle ducks, on LE. LE, in case you did not know, stands for lowering expectations. Lowering expectations. That's what you always need to do in life. In the northeast corner of the map. All the way from Denmark, was it? Was it Denmark, or am I confusing? Yeah, it was Denmark. It is our blue Protoss. Give it up for Blade. And in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the US of A, it is our pink Protoss. Up 1 in this best of 5 series, acheron. Alrighty. So acheron, of course, up by 1 by default here. And PvP, used to be a boring matchup. Nowadays, pretty exciting. It does still have that little bit of a, slow ramp up that it used to have, and a kind of like a mirror opening. But we've seen a lot more variation in what players can do. Different tactics. It's not just a debate whether one player is going to get 2 adepts or 2 stalkers, and that's all you have to be thinking about for the first 3 minutes. Players have been trying to do different things, and been getting away with different things nowadays. So far, pretty well mirrored. Similar timing between these two. Kuro wants to file a complaint with Blizzard. This game, which I bought not 10 years ago, is dead. It's dead. Oh, we need to do a bit. Oh, we need to do the dead parrot bit. But, Blizzard is the sleazy salesman, and StarCraft 2 is the dead game. Oh, this is genius. I'm a genius. Oh. Right, Blade does get the block off. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Didn't think acheron was about to let that stay. I'm starting at screen from 2 centimeters and still can't see. Yeah, Krupp is complaining basically that it's very difficult to see the blue color on the minimap. Yeah, some colors, the darker colors on the minimap are just trash to see. They're just awful. I wonder if they could just, brighten them up a bit on the minimap. And, make the minimap duller in contrast. pretty simple graphic thing to be able to do, but look, I'm not an expert and I'm not a developer, so who am I to judge them? I judge them. I am me to judge them. Anyway, Acheron getting a Stargate. Blade did go for the robotics facility, so herein lies the variation. It's going to be an Oracle for Acheron. The Twilight Council is on the way for Blade as well, so I'm guessing it's going to be Blink for Blade, because we see a lot of Stalkers, and Acheron will just get some more Oracles. Second Oracle is about to finish, and no, that was the first. Wait, what? Something weird happened. I was on the Units tab and there was an Oracle, and then I switched to the Production tab and an Oracle was about to finish, so I was like, I made the deduction that there are going to be 2 Oracles on the map. Even though I know it can't be true because of the timing of everything, so, Look, when you're my age, your brain will start to get confused, and then you'll want to make fun of me, but you won't be able to because you won't remember who I am. Okay? Shut up. Acheron is getting a Twilight Council as well, so gonna have some investment in ground units. How they are in workers. Blade is a little bit ahead, but Acheron might find an opportunity to even up that score here with the 2 Oracles. They basically can one-shot the probes. 1 Oracle goes down, 2 Oracles go down. Ooh, 2 Oracles for 5 workers. That is not the best of investments. Both of them going for Blink Stalkers, but Blade is going to have a Sentry, going to have Immortals out, and Shield Batteries at home to defend. Acheron moving out with only Stalkers. This may not work. Acheron looking like staging up a 3rd base expansion there in the southeast. Yep, there it is. We're going to check on Blade's base, 3rd base timings. Oh, actually, could have gotten a delay on that with killing that probe, but nope. Instead, Blade going to catch that army. A little bit split there. Blink is about to finish for Blade. It's going to finish a few seconds before it does for Acheron. And Blade does have that Immortal, which is a huge, huge advantage in Stalker versus Stalker. The DPS on those things is amazing. Alright, Acheron getting a robotics facility as well. So, we might just go into Immortal Stalker versus Immortal Stalker. But Blade is getting charge added on top of that, which is, a nice addition to have. Kind of weird to not see any Warp Prism from either player. Especially Blade, because it's not surprising to not see Warp Prism from Acheron, because they don't have that robotics facility yet. Blade has way more than enough to push Acheron away. It was a nice Blink Stalker micro there, but there was no way Acheron was winning that fight, not without losing anything. Acheron going for charge as well. Acheron did get ahead in terms of worker count, and the economy for Acheron is slightly better than that of Blade at the moment. Quite a bit better, actually. But Blade has been, covering for that by making a lot more army units. They have similar amounts of Stalkers, but Blade also has an Immortal and Zealots. Second Immortal is on the way as well. I was about to say Twilight Council, but no, that is Templar Archives. Thank you, Kuro, for clicking. I got it before you clicked. But thank you. I appreciate the gesture. For those who don't know, Kuro basically clicks on the buildings she's pointing out on, so that I I always forget the names of buildings. They always like skip out of my head. Some specific buildings, like Twilight Council and Temporal Archives and Robotics Bay, robotics facilities. These things like super confuse my brain for some reason, despite the fact that I've casted, hundreds, if not thousands of games. Well, no, probably thousands of games by now. My brain can't seem to get the hang of this. Acheron's Warp Prism gets Funarad here. Just might get away though. Duck and weave. Nope. That's a great catch for Blade. That means no annoying backstabs while they are out here on the map. What? Yahoo, shut up. Alright. Immortals coming in for Blade. No force fields used here for some reason. Blade feeling that they may have overextended here. Acheron jumps on top of the Warp Prism, catches it, but the Immortals are still alive. Disruptor shot! Boom! Great catch by Acheron. Blade was not paying attention there. Actually, can you actually see that through the reads? I don't think Blade was actually able to see that coming. It does take a lot of the health from the Immortals. It definitely takes the shields away from them. Blade backing away, taking a fourth base, getting into a more beef wavy composition, getting Archons, Charge Lots, and Immortals. I'm not actually sure how Beef Wave handles against Stalkers. I don't think I've ever seen that kind of match thingy. Okay. Shut up. Why are they talking in live feed? Alright, Blade catching the run by here again by Acheron. Acheron not quite able to harass Blade, despite trying many times throughout this game. Blade was able to just thwart that pretty easily. Now the tables are starting to slowly turn as Blade is getting a slightly better economy than Acheron. A little ahead in workers. Gonna have that fourth base up and running earlier than Acheron does. Alright, Zealots run by here. Gonna do quite a bit of damage before it gets sniped. And there's another run by. Multi-charge. Multi-prong charge. A prong charge. Gonna get a few more workers. Which is a great advantage for Blade. About 9 workers ahead of Acheron at the moment. Now Acheron does have quite a bit of disruptors. It's gonna be 5 and 2 more coming. But Blade is catching up. There's 4 and 2 more coming. So we're gonna have a proper PvP here. Blade is going to give fifth up. Cancels it. Decides not to. Oh, Blade is getting 3 Stargates. But they are right here in the third base. Not only is it going to get... Oh no, that's not the gateways. Never mind. It's just the batteries. For some reason I thought they were here. But no. Alright, so this base will probably go down. Disruptor shot into the middle of Acheron's army does get cancelled. Boom, boom. I thought the exploding raid missed the stalkers on this skin. Oh, blink forward. Very risky when there's so many disruptors out of the map. Disruptor shot takes 3 mortals out of Blade, but Blade cleans out Acheron's army. Acheron, in the meantime, backstabs Blade and kills 21 probes in the third base. The fourth base, actually. No, it's a third, because the third one died. So all in all, Acheron loses all of their army, but Blade loses basically one base and 2 mineral lines almost. And now with the disruptor, oh, catches a disruptor. With the disruptors that Acheron has, Blade can't just easily come in here and do retaliatory damage. Blade will just have to sit back home and try and rebuild an economy. Now, Blade isn't too far behind Acheron economically, you know, but it's gonna be a bit of a catch-up play. Acheron getting 6 gateways. Zealots fighting Zealots out on the map. One charge by Funara's, another charge by. And actually both get through. Oh. Don't shoot the disruptor on the Zealots. There we go. I don't know why I felt I had to say that, but yeah. Don't shoot disruptors. Destructor Novas into your own mineral line. It's not a good idea. Alright. So both run-bys get cleaned up. There's another run-by in the northwest for Acheron. It's gonna be a game of Zealots versus Zealots. As both players are just really afraid to step out on the map. Look at the units we lost tab. They're very close to each other in terms of trades so far. Acheron getting not Twilight Council, the other Templar, the Dark Templar Shrine. There we go. Christ. How's Blade doing on the air units? Only now getting a fleet beacon. So Blade had to wait to rebuild that economy before starting to transition to air Protoss. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. Alright. Oh! Blade in the chat! Oh! Doesn't catch the disruptor shots. It was a good opportunity for Blade to actually snipe the disruptors of Acheron, but instead the opposite happened. Oh, 2 disruptor shots! They get sniped. Very nicely caught by Acheron. And it looks a bit desperate for Blade here. Still has disruptor shots, so he's able to zone out Acheron's army. Nice blink away. A run-by into the third of Blade. He's killing some probes there. Charge by. There are cannons and shield batteries, so shouldn't be doing, you know, too much damage anymore. Ooh! Blade just disrupted their own stalkers. No. It was only a matter of time before something like this happens. This is what happens when you play with disruptors, kids. You can hurt yourself just as much as your enemy. Oh, blink forward. Snipe the disruptors. It looks like Acheron has more, and Blade taps out. Losing 19 probes there at the back. The transition to the airport loss just was too slow for Blade. It's a bit of a shame. Yeah. Well, Neo Micah is crowning Acheron as the next Starduck. That's a tall order. You know, Starduck, pretty hype player. Lightshade is going to be our next map. This may very well be our last map of the day, as Acheron is on match point to win this entire tournament. Oh, Red Gunner guy just got home. Yeah, well, you know, it's all about the timing. Yeah. Okay, see if everybody's prepared. As much as they can. Make sure we hydrate our hydras. And let's get right into it. So yeah, we're gonna have a royal roader here today, regardless of who wins. These two players, this is their very first appearance in our tournaments. And yeah, gonna be hype. It's nice to see contenders coming in, shaking things up a little bit every now and again. Alright, everyone. Speaking of shaking it up every now and again, we are on Lightshade LE, where people shake it up every now and again. I guess. I don't know where I was going with that. In the northwest corner of the map, hanging on by a thread here in this best of 5 match, are Blue Protoss from Denmark. It is Blade. And in the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the US of A, currently on match point to win this entire tournament, our Pink Protoss is in fact acheron. Okay. All is well that starts well. You have a pretty chill opening from both players. So nothing too crazy. You know, we like to keep things chill here. Especially in in the final matches. It's a best of 5, so you know, you kind of have to reserve your stamina. Something we've seen a lot with players who are not kind of used to the best of 5 format. You know, they burn themselves quickly and then they kind of lose energy, and then we have a reverse sweep. Reverse sweeps have happened more often than you would expect. I mean, they're not super common, but you know, they're not as rare as you might think. If acheron has run out of their builds right now and run out of ideas and run out of energy, you know, Blade definitely has a chance to return. Now going for a proxy Stargate, not Stargate, the other one, the other gate. Just gate. Gateway. No way. Yes, way. And acheron sees 2 gates at home. The only way to kind of suss this out is if acheron like counts the number of probes, counts the number of pylons, and realizes something is out of the map. Oh. Blade is a probe inside acheron's base. Trying to kind of play around with it. Acheron running around the map, trying to look for that proxy, going for a nexus. I don't know. This proxy is not being found out. Admittedly, Blade isn't actually producing anything from it. Probably just waiting for a warp gate deck. Alright. acheron getting a shield battery at home in the natural. So that's a pretty good response there. You don't know what's coming. Shield battery immediately. Don't ask questions, just shield battery. You want to have it. You don't want to not have it. Alright, acheron is pumping out stalkers, which is going to be helpful because that's exactly what Blade is bringing to the fight here. It's just a matter of who is going to have more and who will be able to attack more and do more damage. The shield battery is definitely going to be helping acheron here. The Nexus finishes, so wait, it doesn't have enough energy at the start to do overcharge, right? You need 75 for overcharge, question mark? I never actually checked how much energy you need for that. So it's not exactly available yet. Alright, Blade grabbing one stalker already. Phosphate is being used. There is that overcharge, but the DPS is enough to actually two-shot the stalkers, or maybe even three-shot them. But Blade may be committing too much to this. I'm gonna wait for another wave of stalkers to come in, and then push in again. This time there's not going to be shield overcharge. Blade can basically one-shot all these stalkers and the sentries. And I don't think acheron can keep up with the production here. The boys are being pulled, but it's a bit late. Actually, the force fields prevent them from reaching the stalkers of Blade, and I think Blade did it. Now, more shielded batteries is being made by Acheron, but there are no army units. GG's called. Blade does not go down without a point on the board. There you go. There's the vengeance. So it's going to be Acheron's map pick now. Let's take this time to stretch our roaches. It's very important to stretch yourself. You know. So your back doesn't cramp like mine. Make sure we hydrate our hydras as well. Oxide is going to be our next map for this match. It's good because we want to breathe, we want to get oxidized. The map bingo has already been finished. We already have all of the maps here. Today, we had a very, very lucky bracket today. Alright. So Blade is asking for a couple of minutes, which is fine. It's okay, you know. Gotta relax. It's the finals. It's a best of 5. Take your time. Stretch your roaches, hydrate your hydras. In the meantime, I can tell you about a Patreon page! Exclamation point Patreon in chat. We'll send you that link. If you go to our Patreon page and pledge to support us with $5 or more, you get access to our subscribers only chat in Discord. And that will give you the benefit of not only hanging out with us and our many subscribers who are great, awesome people. You get replay packs for the many and varied professional tournaments that we are either involved in or are organizing, including the Grand Platypus Open, Sea Weekly, and the Latin American tournaments, and there's probably another one that I'm forgetting. I can't remember. Never mind. And also, you can subscribe to our chat right here, to our channel in Twitch, the CranKy Ducklings channel. If you do that, you get awesome emotes. You get all the DAC emotes. You get that platypus emote that's just like, oh no, it's so cute. It's amazing. You'll get the fanfare emote. And of course, if you put the duckling emote and then after the fanfare emote, you get my favorite combo, which is duck farts. Duck farts. For all your duck farts needs. There's gotta be a t-shirt at some point. Buy our duck farts. Yep. Krupp is shaking her head. I did my job today. Yeah, you know, we need to come up with the short ideas for the ducklings. Duck farts is one. Yeah, you know, you already have one. What's another one? LE should probably be a shirt. You know, LE stands for, you know, again, like a lot of suggestions maybe. That'll be nice. Oh, Acheron is back. Okay, enough babbling. Both players are here. Let's see if they are both ready. For LE, you just get a random one. Ooh, that'll be tricky, but worth it. All right, both players are ready. Let's get into game number 3. Technically, point number 4 of this match, because that's how it works. Remember, Acheron is still on match point. Can hashtag low leopard be a shirt? I don't think it caught on enough to be a shirt. I think the Chrome is a lie should definitely be one. Like it needs to be like a hat. It needs to be like a MAGA hat. But the Chrome is a lie. Oh, this is awful. Never mind. Not mind me. Sometimes I have awful ideas. Anyway, we are, speaking of awful ideas, on Oxide LE. I don't know why I'm crushing that map. It's a good map. The mini-map is a bit annoying, but that's about it. In the southwest corner of the map, all the way from Denmark, it is our blue Protoss. Give it up for Blade. And in the northeast corner of the map, still on match point to win this entire tournament, our pink Protoss from the US of A, it's acheron. I don't know why I said that weird. Acheron. I said acheron. Look, the letter R and TH, the are the two most difficult things for me to say in English and pronounce. Yeah. It's syllables. These are syllables that they're not really part of my natural repertoire of syllables that I'm using. I've gotten a lot better at pronunciation just from casting and streaming in English, to the point where people are really surprised when people hear me speak English. They think like I'm a native speaker. People here, not people from native speaking English countries, because they would notice that I'm not a native English speaker. But I'm getting better. But every now and again, it's just like I'm going to say, instead of acheron, I'm going to say acheron, because the R just disappears from me. You don't think TH exists anywhere else? It does. It even exists in Hebrew, but it's very rare. And we don't really pronounce it all that much. It does in Arabic, it does exist. Blade gets the block there. TH exists in Arabic, it exists in Greek. There's kind of a version of it in Spanish. But see, a lot of English speakers don't really pronounce the TH either. They have this other weird pronunciation for it. We don't count the Spanish the. Okay. Fair enough. Alright. So acheron went for a proxy. It's going to be proxy robo and a gateway. So not just some crazy double robo proxy. Blade taking a natural blade, yes. Base taking a natural blade. Look, it starts with a B. There's an E and an A in the middle. It's base blade. Same word. Leave me alone. We've already discussed that I'm crap at English. Okay, leave me alone. Stop bullying me. Why are you cyberbullying me? No one is cyberbullying you. You're the only one speaking, Steelmold. Shut up. I can't shut up. I'm casting. Billmold, please. Alright. Acheron coming in. That is the one. That is an immortal in there. I know it doesn't look like an immortal. It kind of looks like a stalker, but it is an immortal. But Blade is actually rotating the stalkers pretty well. Gonna have to back away for a bit. There's no shield battery here. I mean, there was, but it died. I'm gonna get a cancel on that natural base. We're gonna go up the ramp. Blade still does not have enough to actually withstand this. The robotics facility just finished. Blade will have to pull the boys just to have some extra beef in this army. More stalkers are being warped for Blade, but acheron keeps the pressure. Now it's worth mentioning, acheron, is not so far behind on workers that if this attack fails that acheron is dead. But as it is, Blade is taking too much damage here. Acheron is looking to win this. Second immortal joins. I know it doesn't look like 2 Immortals are in Acheron's army, but there are 2 Immortals, in fact. Taking down the shield battery that was powered. I don't think Blade can do this. There's just too much here. The Immortals are still alive. Actually, 1 Immortal got sniped. Yeah, 1 Immortal did get sniped. Oh? Yeah, Blade got their 1 Immortal out. So Blade just about survives this, but look at the worker count right now. 26 to 10. And, you know, admittedly, Acheron's production is on the other side of the map, but there is something to defend at home. There's still a recall available. But Acheron is taking a natural base, not getting any shield batteries at home. Yeah, there are no shield batteries for Acheron. Blade right now, that's a stronger army here, I think. You know, with that Immortal. Alright, comes up the ramp. Force fields, keeping the Immortal out of the fight. Great force fields there by Acheron. And we're going to whittle the number of stalkers to the point where Acheron can just chase this army and maybe even kill that stalker, that Immortal. Sorry. Yep. Blade backs away. Acheron gets away with getting a second Nexus. And still has that proxy location, you know, can still use it for harassment. Now there are 2 shield batteries at home for Acheron. Blade really can't attack into this. A Twilight Council up for Blade, or starting for Blade. I don't know, Blade is just way too far behind. As long as Acheron doesn't take disastrous engagements in this game, the game is pretty much won for Acheron. But, you know, we've seen crazier things happen, crazier upsets. And this is a final match, so, you know, you fight till the end. Acheron sending a couple of adepts to see what Blade has. Gonna be able to catch a few worker kills here. There are no shield batteries. Boom, 4 workers, maybe 5. Yep. Nice, nice. Keeping Blade even more behind on workers. And now moving out with stalkers. To double check, are there any Immortals? No Immortals with this army. I mean, conceivably Acheron could have gotten an Immortal from that proxy location. I guess didn't want to spend those resources. Just get more stalkers. Alright, sentries have a lot of energy for Acheron. Can keep a lot of Blade's units zoned out. GG is called. Acheron getting the same score they had in SCV Rush. 3-1 against Blade here. What a rivalry. I want to see these two rivals meet up again. This was fun. And there you have it. Acheron is your brand new Sea Duckling Open champion. Congratulations, another Royal Roader. Just happens to be Protoss. Just saying. Just saying. Not implying anything. I'm just saying, without any implications. But they happen to be Protoss. This is the 3rd Protoss win in a row. Yeah. We had Matrix, we had Baillie, and now we have Acheron. So yeah, nice. We'll get Acheron will get the prize here. It should be like an in-game prize or a subscription to a StarCraft 2 related channel of their choice. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And yeah, that'll be it for us. Stick around until after the intro, because we are going to raid some other StarCraft 2 related channel. So, you know, spread the love and everything. I am Steelmold, still like the metal, mold like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains its shape when it cools down. And you can find me on twitch.tv/Steelmold, that is twitch.tv/Steelmold, and on Twitter @Steel_mold, Steel_mold. Go ahead and follow me there. I'll be streaming a bit more in the next few days. We got some Stellaris streams coming up. We got Skyrim coming up. We got some more Factorio, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, and also Krupp, otherwise known as the 16th Squad Sanseki. If you want to follow her, she was your observer/streamer today on Twitter at 16th Squad S. That is at 16th Squad S, no spaces. Thank you, Kuro, Thank you, Kuro, for the work you did today. That was, I can do sentences. Of course, thanks LightVAP, our admin and supplier of the prize money, our captain, my captain. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Caerwyn, for joining us today for the beginning of the cast. Our next cast is going to be, is it Copa Hyperion, I think? Question mark? Well, I checked that before. Yeah, Copa Hyperion, which is going to be number 18. And that'll be in about 10 hours, a little under 10 hours. Yeah, so go ahead and join us there. And tomorrow we have the Grand Platypus Open. If you are in the region of Southeast Asia, Oceania, go ahead and join us there. That'll be all for me. Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Play the game. Get good at the game. Stop whining at the Portos, or the Zerg, or the Terran. Work on your weaknesses. Get good and prosper. Goodbye.